today. My name is Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. As you can see, today we'll be coming live. As you're just joining, please let's go ahead. Welcome Naomi Expression. Just join. You're welcome. Everyone that is joining, Carla is blessed. You're welcome to the live. Thank you so much. If you just joined, let's go ahead before we start and start sharing the Sandra Ugbosa. You're welcome. Let me share the live from here. Let's go ahead and share the live. Thank you for joining the live. You're all welcome. Let's go ahead and share it. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to this live. Good evening from there. Good morning from any region, and good day. So let's go ahead, share the live. Let me add the products them there. Add the products, mannequins for those that would like to purchase their mannequin. Let me just put it up before we start. I'll be doing the interchange, even the crochet pin, everything should be there, but let's go ahead and add up to the mannequin first. Let's put this one, this shorter one that we're going to use today. Let's go ahead and do this. So in today's class, normally, thank you so much. More likes can attract viewers. Keep it up. Thank you so much. And please, let's go ahead and tap. Thank you. 1 minute. So let's go ahead and Trendy Remis, you're welcome. Jude Che, you're welcome. And Mandora, you are welcome. As you're joining, please let's go ahead and share the video. In today's video, normally when we come to the class, what we do is that I teach you how to do braids, right? But then today, we are going to do the crochet braids. I'm going to install it. Then I'm going to send everything, the process I've used from the beginning to the end. I'm going to send it on the video so that everyone can watch it. But now we are going to complete this here online. So if you're joining me for the first time and you want to learn how to do this crochet hair, let's go ahead and watch how we do it. Before we start, this is the hair. We use expression. I did everything from the scratch. This is the expression. This is the extension. Let me go ahead and get you one full pack extension. Then we can see how the extension look like. When you talk about extensions, this is how the extension look like. This is how the extension look like. Then what I did was, well, it's a different color. I cut it. Then I did what? I have to put it in the bendy rollers. Then we form out the coils that we are going to use for the crochet. Let me show us what the result is. But I'm going to put everything on the video from the root scratch to the finish so that we can be, look at it. This is what I come out of it by doing this, putting on the bending rollers, add a little bit of conditioner. Thank you so much as you're joining. Let's share the video, then we'll go ahead and do this. Can everybody see it? That's the result. So we are going to use this now for the crochet. So if you're joining me for the first time, you want to learn how to do your crochet economically, this only cost me here for £2. I think it's £2.99. The full packet of this only costs £2.99 here in the UK. I don't know how much it costs in other places. So now I cut it into 6. The length I did cut it into 6. Let me show us how I did cut it. Anyway, I showed it on the video so that we won't waste our time because I showed everything on the video. I'm going to add up the video with this one, then I'll post it for those that want to have the full video all together. So I bought this and I cut it into 6. So when I cut it into 6, what I did was, thank you so much, Ifa Buji. Thank you for joining. If you're joining, please share the video as you're coming in. So what I did was to use the bending rollers, go ahead and roll it onto this. Then we add it in hot water. Before I added it into the hot water, I added a bit of conditioner in the hot water before we form this. So now we have what we're going to use as the crochet pin. So let's go ahead. Let me unravel this one. Let's go ahead and unravel this while we are here. This is how it is. Then you can leave it to dry. The only thing is that before you do your crochet, do it like a day before. You can do it in the night. Then in the morning, everything is dry on its own. You don't have to dry with anything or hand dryer. No, just allow it to dry. Put it on a towel. Just spread it on a towel like this. Allow it to dry on its own. So when it dries on its own, you can now go ahead, remove it. Let's go ahead and remove it. So I'm going to start to remove this now from the beginning. So let me just make sure, because it's tight here. I don't want the coils to unravel, so I just use my scissors to make it. Look at, you just go ahead and pull it back. So when you pull it back gradually, you find out that your coils remains. Can you see it? You're going to get the full details of this on the video. Can you see how the coils is? So we're going to use that coils now to do this. So if you want to do your crochet in a cheaper coily way, you can do it. Only $2.99. So now let's go ahead and remove this other one for the sake of those. Now that you installed it, let's go ahead and take this one off. Then we can go ahead and do that. So I'll show you how to cornrow this. All we are going to use for this is our crochet pin. Volume down, please. Thank you. So now all we are going to use, look at it. All we are going to use for this is our crochet pin. All you need is your crochet pin. If you've already done this way, look at it. As we're coming, I'm going to be picking it from here, all coiled from the bending rollers. So now I'm going to cornrow this. Look at the way I cornrowed it. I didn't finish the cornrow just to show us how I'm going to do it. For instance, this is your hair. You want this place to look this way. I just had a little bit of brought. I'm going to, if it's my hair, I'm going to do that. I'm going to gel this part, make it look nice. But then the cornrow, when you take this one from the side, look at it. The first one, you take the second one, you take the third one. Then you come in the middle, take a straight line. When you take that straight line, then you come to this other part, take other ones to be straight. Only this few three will be slant. So I'm going to cornrow these two other ones before we start using our crochet pin to install it. So when we finish this, if we have more time, I'm going to teach us how to braid our hair. This is style of the day. I promised somebody in the YouTube that I'm going to come here and show you how to do this crochet hair. So I've not been out for 2 days now because my internet and the Wi-Fi is not in order. So we have to fix it before me coming online. So it took me like 2 days for them to come and fix it. They brought a new box and now here I am. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. Share the video, like the video, and let's go on. I'm going to cornrow this for those of us that doesn't know how to cornrow. Normally I don't teach cornrow online. If you want to join my classes for cornrow, let me know. You just split this up, split it into 3. Then you start doing your all back cornrow. I'll split it into 3. Then we'll start cornrowing this hair all back. For some people, if you find out that you have a thin hair and you want to do this crochet like this, you can add a little bit of extension to give it that volume when you're doing this cornrow. But this hair is a bit full enough, so we don't need too much on it. So you just go ahead and cornrow your hair. I'm doing the cornrow. I'm only doing 2 lines of cornrow. Then I'll show you the conclusion of this hair. This is a crochet hair. Using your crochet pin to add a coily hair. You can do it in various ways. When we finish this one, I'm going to try and show us how to do the braided crochet because we do braid here, right? So when we do this, I can either send it on a video, then I'll still come online to practicalize it if we have that time. So let's go ahead. When we finish this, I'm going to do 1 or 2 braids to teach us how to get into braiding. So let me go ahead. I'm going to finish cornrowing this. As you're just joining, go ahead, share the videos, like the videos. You're all welcome. There's something I will have to show us here. Now that I've cornrowed this hair, I want all this hair to fall into this. I could have started this one first, but no, nevertheless, okay, let me go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this because I want to add the tips. I hope everybody can see me. I want to add the tips of this hair. When you're doing the cornrow, I want to add the tips of this hair into this when we're doing the cornrow. So I'll go ahead and start doing this one. Let's go ahead and cornrow this. Let me start this. I could have done this first before this other one, but no problem. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and cornrow it. If you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. Thank you so much. I hope the volumes are okay. If you need to get your mannequin hair, the one I just put there that is showing is the mannequin that is short 8 inches. So if you want this, you go into click onto the mannequin. I hope I pinned it. Let me see if I pinned it. I don't think I pinned it. Pin. Okay, let me pin it. Okay, it's pinned. It's pinned. The mannequin training hair. This one I'm using, the short one is pinned there. So, but then if you think you don't want the short type of mannequin hair, you can go ahead and go into the showcase. When you click on that mannequin displaying training head, go into the showcase. You find out different types of mannequin. Thank you so much to Divine for the gift, and God bless you for that. Let's give cheers to her. So now let's go ahead. When I cornrow this, I'm going to show you how you can tuck this one in to the hair. I'm doing the cornrows now. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. Today's class, all we do, we teach you how to braid. But today a request came up. Please, can you do this for us? That is crochet coily hair. So with the crochet pin, I say, okay, that's fine. I'm going to, when I promise and I do it. If I don't promise, I won't come out to do it. So, but then you can see it on the videos. So, but then since I promised to do this, I'm out here now. So you take this one, look at it. We've already cornrowed this before. For those of us that want to pick this one up, bring it up. Then you add it to this other cornrow. Can everybody see it? This is the first cornrow you did. The tip of it, bring it up. Before you finish doing the second one, add this one up to it. So when you add it up to it, I hope everybody's seeing what I'm doing. YouTube, let me set this very well for us to see what I am doing. Yeah. And TikTok, let's see if the video is properly set. And this, okay. So we'll now go ahead and finish up the cornrows. So with this one, because I want this tip to get into this now. So I'm going to pause, finish this one up, add this up. Okay, let me finish this one up. So when I finish this one up, I'm going to add it up to the next one. Can everybody see it? Let me finish this cornrow up. Can you see? I'm going to finish the tip up. Then when I finish this tip up, I'll start this one, then I'll move it up, add all the cornrows. Then you will not be seeing the tips of the cornrows. Only one of the tips will be left by the time we do this. So now I'm going to start up this one I've already started. Let's go ahead and do it. So if you're watching for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you have not followed the account, go ahead. Any means of supporting the account, go ahead and support it. So now I'm going to pick this one up. Look at it. Pick it up, bring it in. Then you continue your cornrow. Because I have this other tips that is from here. I'm going to take it and add it to it as well. Can everybody see it? Bring it in. Then you go ahead and finish up your cornrows. You finish it up. Okay, so when we finish this up, I'm going to do this. Most people, they will get their thread, needle and thread, and thread this. But then what I'm going to do now is just take my crochet pin, put it over here, bring this one in. You just close it. Go ahead and close it and bring it out. Pull it up. So when you pull it up, can you see? Pull it up. This other one, you can crochet it here or you use needle or thread to tack it in. But now I'm not holding any needle here. I'm just going to use the crochet. Bring in your crochet this way. Place it in. Cover the lash. For those of us that doesn't know what crochet is, let's see if we can do it more onto this place to bring it in. Look at it. It has something like a lash to cover it. Then you just pull it in. Okay, now that is it. If any of us wants this mannequin training hair, please go ahead. I just put it on the screen there. This short one is 8 inches. You go ahead and purchase it if you want it. Now we can go ahead. This is our crochet. I've already done this. I cannot come online here to start doing all this. I hope everybody here with that. I cannot come online to start showing you from the beginning, but all I did was I'm going to post it. When we finish this, I'm going to post everything in the video so that we can be able to watch it and start it from the scratch. Can you see it? This is it. So what we're going to do now, I use only one packet of it, one packet of expression. Then I cut it into 6, put it on the bending rollers, boil hot water in the kettle, add a little bit of conditioner, leave-in conditioner. Now when you add it up, you're going to see all those in the video. Then I'll add the hot water to it. It forms these coils. So you're going to leave it. When you take it out, place it on the towel. Just allow it to dry by itself. Before you do this, do it in the evening. Then maybe in the daytime, you're going to fix it on your hair. Everybody can do this on their hair. This is the crochet pin. I'm going to pin down the crochet pin, or you can as well go ahead and click on that mannequin training head. When you click on the mannequin training, it's going to take you to the showcase shop where you can still get the crochet pin. This is crochet pin. That's what we use. So now let's go ahead and start installing this hair. Now we can start from the back. So I'm going, or I can even start from the front if I want, because I want you to see it. Let's start from the front. So now this is if you have enough, if I install this way, now I don't think it's going to be enough for us. So I'm going to split it. I'm going to split it. Let me split it into two. You gradually, so that you won't lose your coils, you gradually split it into two. So when you split it into two, if you find out that the tips is giving you problem, this is just because all this color of extension, I have them already. So you can decide to choose your color. We might end up doing this orange color and everybody will like it, right? But then I already have it at home. So now you can go ahead, look at the crochet pin. Before you buy your crochet pin, which in this showcase on TikTok, I have the crochet pin there. You can go ahead and purchase it. Get the one that have the latch. You see it? When you open it, it has something to close it. But if you buy the one that doesn't have close, you cannot be able to do this crochet pin. No. We use that type for a different hair. So let's go ahead, tap and share the video. If you're just joining us, you're highly welcome to the class. So now let's go ahead. I'm supposed to be starting for the back, but I want us to see the first thing I'm doing. Then you open your crochet pin like this. Go ahead and insert it. So when you insert it, you go in the middle like this, put it, create it. There are two ways, or even two ways to do this thing. Look at it, it's closed already. It's closed. Then you go ahead and pull it. So when you pull it, remove it. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to come, take one of the handle, bring it in. This is the first method. You're going to pull it out. Can you see it? Then you go ahead and secure it. Then you leave it. Sometimes, how can I get a mannequin? Blessed Blee. The mannequin is there on TikTok shop. Just go ahead. It's showing while you're watching my screen. Go ahead and click on it, purchase your mannequin. And when you go in the shop where the mannequin is here, you're going to see other ones that are lengthy. You can see other ones that are like this. Look at it. If you prefer this one with a lengthy size, is there as well. If you prefer this short one, is what I just put on the screen. If you prefer this type, let me even pin the other type. Let me pin the other type. So for those of us that want to get something like this, let me add the product in here. Even the crochet pin. So I'm going to pin everything down today. Sorry about that. We'll take our time. Let us understand what we are doing. Everything that we require for this hairstyle, you go ahead and get it. So this one is this type. This one is only 14 pounds. Only 14 pounds. Okay, now let me add the crochet pin, because we're doing hair with the crochet pin today. Let's go ahead, add the crochet pin. This one is 125. Let me add that one as well. So you go ahead. Now I'm going to pin this one down. Can everybody see it? Look at the hair I just pinned down. If you're the type that wants something like this, you just go ahead and get it. Good morning, ma. Good morning. Uche Blessing, you're welcome. 235. If you're just joining, you're welcome. What we are doing today is style of the day. Normally, we come out and do style of the day. When I just started, we do a lot of style of the day. If you see my videos, most times I will start posting all those style of the day we did in. Thank you so much, Victoria. Wow. M&M podcast, you're welcome. Blessing on blessing, you're welcome. Victoria, all the good names here. May God bless you. Thank you so much, man. All these styles, we can easily do it on our hair. Very simple and nice. I will be coming out sometimes to do my hair, send the video so that we can be, it will give us that courage that we can still do it on our hair. You just cornrow your hair, do all that. All it's going to cost you now is £2.99. £2.99. So let's go ahead. You get your crochet pin and get ready. So this is the first one we've just installed. Before you know it, you start changing different colors and different hair all the time. They say, oh, this girl is rich. You don't know that you're the one that just did it yourself. Beautiful. So now we'll do the next one. And when you're doing this, you're creating space. Don't make it too close, except you're the one that wants it very, very bulky. I'm supposed to be starting from the back, moving it up. I don't know how it's going to look when we start from the back. You're supposed to be standing from the back. Okay, let's see. I can even start from the back. Let's start from the back. So you go ahead. You see the way I cornrow this hair. I'm going to start from the back now. So you go ahead, open your crochet pin. When you open it, you put like one, not too much at the back here, because most of them coming on top is going to cover it. Look at it. I've already done this crochet pin for those of us just coming. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to send the video from the scratch when I did this procedure up to now. Share the videos and like the video. Look at it. When you take it, look, use your hand to hold onto this hair this way. Go in the crochet. If you want your crochet, click on where the mannequin is. There's a crochet pin. If you have not seen it for the first time, you go ahead. Make sure that all the hair is fitted in. 1 minute. All the hair is fitted into the crochet pin. Sometimes when you have hair that is more bigger like this, there are some crochet pins that are still bigger. Look at it. Fit all of them in. When you fit it into the pin, use that lash to cover it. When you cover it, go ahead and pull it out. Pull it out halfway, remove your crochet pin. Go ahead, use your right hand, hold on to this. Take one of the strand. Look at it. Instead of taking the 2 strands, take one of the strands, bring it out. When you tie it once, most of them, when you tie it once, it doesn't stay. So when you tie it once and you think you're doing a tiny one, you have to knot it twice. I'm going to show you what I mean by knotting it twice. So now let's go ahead and do the next one. You're going to be creating gaps at the back. Look at them. Look at it. I've already done this. So this is called crochet with expression. If you're just joining, this is expression. I use it to do that. So the expression, I don't know how much it costs online because different prices, but it's not too expensive. That's the cheapest hair so far. So you go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and crochet it. Make sure everything is placed in. Pull it. Look at it. We're going to do it together here. And we're going to see the results. Look at it, bring it once, and you knot it like this. Just drop it. Can everybody see? Just drop it. So when you drop it, if you're using a tiny crochet, look at the way I'm giving gap to this hair. I'm not doing it too much. I'm not doing it too much because other hair is going to cover it because it's bouncy. I can even decide to split. I hope this hair is going to be enough because it's 1 pack, and I cut the extension into 6. Look at it, remove it. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. All we do online here is to teach you how to braid, how to do styles of the day. Look at this one, the style of the day. You go ahead and do this one. Take it from there because other ones in front. This hair comes in 2 shades. It's the same thing in the same packet, but it comes in 2 shades. So go ahead, share the videos. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to split this even into 4 because it's a lot. Look at it. It's a lot that I put on this. A lot. All you're going to do is to get your bending rollers and do that. Very, very simple. You will see the full video. When we finish now, I'm going to compile all the videos from the scratch. Then I'll send it in full so that you can be able to understand. This one comes in 2 shades. Then let me mix this other shade into it. So when we finish, we're going to use something to trim it. So let's do one here. Let's bring one here. I'm not bringing it too close to the back. For instance, if you're the type that wants it very short, don't move it close to the back because the ones on top is going to fall to the back. You just go ahead and crochet it and leave it this way. So now this is the gap. We've done the first line. Don't do too much. Just give a gap like this. Don't make it too full, except you want it exceptionally full. If you want it exceptionally full, you're going to go close and do it. But for the coily bit, I don't think you should do it too full. You just bring it out, separate it, get one of the strands, bring it in, pull it out, pull this one out, then you go ahead and knot it. You see, that's it. So now let me bring the crochet pin out from this. See the crochet pin? Can everybody see it? Put it there. We're going to do it together. We'll see the result of what we're doing. If you're using a tiny one and you feel like, I'm going to show you, when we get to the front, I'm going to show you an example of what I mean. Now, because it's a bulky type of extension I'm using now, it's going to spread round. You see, you just knot it like that and leave it. That's it. It's going to stay definitely. So you come on this one. Take another one. Let me use this one. The hair extension comes in 2 shade color. It's in one pack. I'll show you the color for those of us that want the color. If you're just joining, you go ahead and share the videos, like the video, see what I'm doing. For those of us that are just coming, we're going to finish this thing up together online here. Then we'll see the result of what we are doing. Can you see it? Just go ahead and knot it, leave it there. Simple. Everyone can do this on their hair. You just cornrow your hair all back. It doesn't even matter. Even if the cornrow is not smooth enough, the crochet extension is going to cover the cornrow. Even if you're a learner and you just learn how to cornrow on your hair, nobody's going to see what is underneath, right? Then you just go ahead, take this one, bring this one in, and drag the other one and drop it. You see? And drop it. I hope everybody's seeing this. Shh. Bring the volume down if you know you're around here. Yeah. So now let's go ahead. We're going to do that. Then we'll move into starting it from the side. If you're joining for the first time, if you have not purchased your mannequin training here, please go ahead. I just pinned it down on TikTok. There's a lot of things I'm going to send for Facebook fans or students and the TikTok and the YouTube ones. But for the TikTok, already pinned down. You can go ahead and purchase it. Everyone I put there is what I have here. This is the one I have. So I've pinned it down. You go ahead and get it. If you want it smaller, look at the way I'm taking it. If you want it smaller, you don't want it very full, you can split it up into small. You've already done your coils. Go hold it in the middle like that. Go ahead, put it in your crochet. Close the crochet, bring it out this way. Then you go ahead, hold it, look at it. Bring this one in. Sometimes you can knot it into twice. But when the hair is fully bulky like this, you don't need to knot it into twice. I don't know if most of us that are here likes orange color. The reason why I use the orange color is that I have some extensions here that are colored that I'm not using. I use it for training. So and we mostly use colored hair for more visibility to do our training. So each time you see me colored, don't think, oh, you end up using this color. If you're not the fan of this color, please go ahead and buy whichever color you want. If you want black, you go ahead and buy the black and do it yourself. Look at it. The video will show you how I started this thing from the scratch, right? To do it. So I'm going to split it. It's so economical. This only cost me £2.99. My dear, with £2.99, you learn and install it yourself. Do it almost every time. Choose the different colors. Most people will not know how much that is costing you. It's just DIY on yourself. So you just go ahead, take it, put it here. Very simple. The crochet pin is not going to cost you too much. You just go ahead and purchase one, or you can buy it in sets if you want it. Can you see it? Very, very simple. Let's go ahead. When we finish the back, I'm not going to go for the side. Then we'll install it. If you install it this way with this gap I'm giving, can you see the gaps I'm giving? Maybe like 1 inches or 1¼ inches away from each other. Don't make it too close, except you want it very bulky. If you want it very bulky, that is when you start making it too close to each other. But for me, I don't want it too bulky. We're just going to trim it off, make it equal. So let's go ahead and do this. If you want to be on the safer side, if you don't want to be seeing this hair like this, fringes, what you're going to do is that take the size if you have the time, because I'm telling you, I'm really a busy person. I just mark up time to do this. If you don't want to be splitting it the way I'm splitting this hair, all you're going to do, get enough of your bending rollers. These bending rollers are supposed to even add it to the stuff. I don't know if I can do that now, but if not, when we come to class next time, I'm going to do it. But you can still get it from TikTok shop, bending rollers like this. They come in a big pack. So if you have a big pack, what you're going to do, if you know the size, if you already know the size of coily hair you want, if you don't want to be splitting it, all it's going to do is going to take you more time. Just do that size that you want. It's not going to be removing all these ones, you know, like these coils. If you don't want it like this, you want it straight, very smooth without splitting it, you go ahead and take the size you're expected to put in the bending rollers like this. Do it already before you add it into the hot water. Yes, let's go ahead and do this. I hope we're getting this. Let me put it this way. So if you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. We used to come online. I teach you how to make braids, and I teach you, we come online to do styles of the day, like what you're just seeing, you go ahead and pull it. Simple. Very, very simple way to do this. Before you know it, you'll be having different colors of hair done by yourself, and you'll be proud of yourself that, oh, I've done this myself. It costs you less to do this. You just go ahead and do it. Even if you have to do it for your kids, let me make sure that we are positioned very well. Thank you so much, and God bless you. If you're supporting this live, go ahead and support the live as much as you can. Share the videos. Let most people come and learn. Not just you. Share to your friends. You don't know who you're going to help by coming in to learn how to do all this. See, this one is too small. It doesn't really matter. I just place it on it. Look at it. Sometimes you might want it very small. You just go ahead, remove your crochet pin. Go ahead, put your hands in there, bring it out. Like this smaller one, if you want to knot it 2 times, what you're going to do, take this one, bring it this way, do it again. You see the difference. I'm going to explain this knotting it 2 times. If you want it more secure, you knot it, that one hand, you knot it 2 times. But I'm just knotting it once because these ones are too big and I'm going to take it off from this hair very soon. I don't want it too tight. So now you go ahead. This is another color. This color is, they are just one packet of this hair. They come in 2 shades color. Look at it. One is lighter, one is more deeper. Can you see? So now let's go ahead and do this. Split this one up. I've already explained. If you don't want to split it up like this, use the size that you want. You see that you will not be seeing all these tiny bits coming out. No. If you want it, or maybe next time I'm going to do that on my hair. If I have the time, I'm going to make sure that the extensions I'm taking, rolling on the bendy rulers, should be too small that I don't need to split it. You just go straight ahead and start using your crochet pin to add it on. You see the way I'm combining this color? I'm combining this color to give it highlights because it's a little bit few of these ones that we have, the brown one. So I'm putting it in between the golden, the orange color. You go ahead, put your crochet pin, place it this way. Make sure everything is fitted in. Close it with a lash, then you pull it out. Like now, we did how many cornrows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now that we've done to this point, look at the back to this point. We're going to use scissors to trim the tip. We're going to finish this hair here. So now let me turn it to the side so that we can be able to see it. Then we'll start moving it from the side because we want this one, all these parts to come to this side. Then you're going to bring all this one to the back. So all you're going to be seeing, you're going to be seeing this side. If you want your gel on it, you just use your gel to make it look nice. Let's see. Let's go ahead and start doing what we're doing. So now I'm going to get this one. I'm going to pull this one from the side. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. This is all we use. The pack, you do it yourself. This is DIY. Do it yourself. £2.99. I don't know how much it costs in your own area, but then simple with the £2.99, I achieved this. So you can just cornrow your hair, use your crochet pin, install it yourself. Change your style all the time. So now put your crochet pin in, place this one like this, cover the lash, pull it out, remove your crochet pin, take this one like this, bring one of the handle in. If you want to just once, I'd knot it. If you want to knot it twice, before you put it down, you're going to knot it twice. When I'm going to finish the end of it, I'm going to show you how to knot it twice so that you get mastered to it. And if you want your crochet, if you want your mannequin training head, it's pinned down on TikTok. It's pinned down on TikTok. So you go ahead and get your mannequin training head. Look at it. You see how I did it? Very, very simple. Don't use anything to dry the hair when you're doing yours. When you just do it, go ahead and just place it. Look at it. You can use it for pick and drop. This hair you just did it now, the coily one, you can just use it for pick and drop if you don't want to do crochet. If you're the type that have a short hair or your hair is not too long, you can use this hair for pick and drop. Pick and drop is you just stop where your hair is. Let's go ahead and put this one in. Make sure that this one is too much. Let's reduce it a little bit. See, when you're coming here, just make sure that you squeeze it to make sure. Some of them will have bigger crochet, but this one can still serve. Make sure you squeeze it in, cover it the lash, and pull it. It will come out. Remove your lash. Take your hands. Take this one. Look at it once. This is the first one. If you want to knot it twice, you go this way again. Knot it twice, bring it out. Where is it? Yeah, you bring it out, then you pull it. You go ahead and pull it. And that is it. So now let's go and do this side. I'm facing this one. This one will be falling to this side. If you want it very, very full, if you want this hair very full, it's up to you. Even with what I'm doing, I think it's almost full because it's one packet, but I cut it into 6. It's a packet of expression, but I cut the hair into 6. When I cut the first one half, what I did was to now split that half into 3. You will see everything in the video, don't worry. I'm going to compile all this thing in the video. When I finish, then I'll send it. For those of us that missed the class, we'll be able to watch it there. And for those of us that didn't know the process of how I started the hair, we'll see the process of how I started the hair. Let's go out. Let's put this one in. We're going to do this. If you have any question, you're going to put that question on the comment section. We're going to answer it. If you need your crochet pin is there. The crochet pin, I'm going to knot this one in 2. The crochet pin, if you go into the, let me put the crochet pin on. Maybe some people would like to buy it. Let's pin down the crochet pin. That's the crochet pin. I pin it down. That's the crochet pin. If you just click on it, you go ahead and get your crochet pin if you want it. So even there you have your crochet pin. Look at it. You have the mannequin training hair. Look at the coils. Very nice. Very, very nice coils. So the only thing I'm going to tell you, if you don't want to split this hair this way, please take the size from the beginning that you want to use. Put it on the bending rollers. When it comes out, you don't have to split it. You just go ahead and install it. It will give you that neater coils instead of having the, like as if I've combed it out. If you want to do that, go ahead and do that. It will help as well. So next time when I'm going to do that, because I was in a haste doing this, I'll just take the small part of section, the small part I have to use, put it on the bending rollers. When it comes out, I'm not going to split it again when I'm installing this. For those of us joining, you're welcome to the class. This is Crochet $2.99. Before you know it, you get your hair done. With £2.99, you get your hair done. This is orange color. If you want a black color for it, go ahead and use a black color. So look at it. Take it. Make sure you place it in the middle. Go ahead. Open your lash. Place it. Everyone can do this. These are, when I tell you styles of the day, they are styles that beginners can do. They are styles that everyone can do. So I bring it out here. Can you see it? Oh my God. I'm just going to use my scissors to take this a little bit out. For those of us that doesn't want our coils to just get boo, 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 do it from the beginning. Don't, so that you will not be splitting it. If you know what I mean. So now let's go ahead and split it because I was in a rush. And you have a bending roller. I'm going to put the bending rollers. I'm going to try and put the bending rollers. There's one they sell on TikTok shop. It comes in a pack and it's a lot of it. So by the time you use that, it should be enough. Look at it. You just go ahead and secure it once, pull it down. My dear, if you can do this for yourself, before you know it, you'll be looking nice. I will do mine and I'll send the video. Or anytime I feel like they will come in front of you to do it. That will be my life on that day. I will sit down, cornrow my hair up back to show you that you can do it. Then I'll do it in front of you. Then we'll all see the results. Yes, that's what I'm going to do next time. So now let's go ahead. If we want to knot this twice, I'm going to show you when we're almost finished. This one will be facing this side. All the straightener will come this side. Then I'll move it to the other side before we conclude. I'm splitting it up because I don't want us to run out of hair. I used only 1 pack. If you want 2 pack, you can get 2 pack for yourself. If you want to do it twice, look at the way I knot this hair twice. Can you see it? When you knot it twice, it tends to stay more tighter. Can you see? When you knot it twice, it tends to stay more tighter. If you're joining me, you've not followed the class, go ahead, because I normally in this life, I used to teach us how to braid hair. We do styles of the day, and that styles of the day are something I know that as a beginner, you can be able to do it and be happy that and be proud of yourself that I did this hair myself. I'm telling you, pull it down. You'll be able to be proud of yourself that I confidently did this myself. When they ask you, say, who did it? I did it myself. Because you've just cornrowed your hair. A lot of us know how to cornrow. For those of us that doesn't know how to cornrow, I have a video of cornrows going on. But then if you want to learn it personally and you want to join my class, you let me know. Send me a message on my bio. Then we'll take it off from there, because I have beginners class, I have intermediate class. I teach you a lot of things. You'll be surprised to see what you will learn in Grace Academy. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and try and okay, no, I'm going to put the orange one here. This one. I'm going to split it into two. If you're joining us for the first time, please share the videos, let other people come and learn. You just be at your comfort zone. You go ahead and do this here. Thank you so much for everyone supporting the live. Normally, I come live 12 p.m. UK time and 5 p.m. UK time to 7 p.m. So if you miss today's live, tomorrow, I don't know if I'm coming live tomorrow, or either if I see how it is, because I have very important events going on tomorrow. So if not, I'm going to come 12 to 2 o'clock. Then that's what we're going to do. Cornrows. Look at these ones. All these ones are coming in here. Then all these ones are going backwards. Can you see it? Everything is coming. I'm going to bring all this one, the straight line, bring everything in. This one, I'm going to bring it all back. So just watch me. We're going to round up soon. Share the videos and let's go ahead and do this. It's only one pack I used, and I want to make sure that this one pack covered everything. That's why you see me splitting it. If you know you don't want to split it, please go straight ahead. Look at it. When you want to knot it twice, you do it twice. You see? You knot it. Can everybody see it? So let's move on. If you're joining me, if you've not bought your mannequin, let me put the mannequin training here. This is the crochet pin. For everyone, let me just leave the crochet pin for a while. For everyone that wants the crochet pin, it's pinned down there. Go ahead and get your crochet pin. If you want your training mannequin head, even with the place where you pin it down, you're going to see your mannequin training head. Very simple. So let's finish it. Then we're going to see the result. If I'm not talking now, this hair doesn't take 30 minutes to install. Thanks for teaching, Grace. Thank you so much, Kiki. Jesus baby, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here in the class. Share the video. If not share the videos yet, go ahead and share the video. This one we're using is just one pack of the extension. It's just one pack. Can you see it? If you want it smaller, you can go ahead and make it smaller if you want. But if you want it this bulky way, simple, install your hair and you're good to go. Look at it. When you do that, go ahead, take it. You want to do the two turning, you go ahead and turn it the other way. Then you pull it and drop it. See? And drop it. It stays already. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you have not followed the live, go ahead and follow. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the live. So we're going to finish now. If we have more time, I'm going to teach us how to do our braids, how to install braids. I'm going to teach us how to install the braids. So now let's go ahead and start filling up the back side. Can you see it? I'm going to make sure that all these back sides are coming out to this place. Then the remaining one, we just crochet it here. It's going to be side, back, and side. You're going to be seeing only this front side with the gel on it. So let's go ahead. See this color? I'm going to install more of these colors. So if you're joining for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you want to see the full video of this, I'm going to send the full videos. If I can edit it today, I will send it. But if not, first thing on the Wednesday morning, on Saturday, you're going to find it. Or Friday evening. I'm going to go ahead and install this. Close the lash, pull out. Take this one off. Take your right hand. Take one of the strands. Bring it in. And you just knot it and drop it. Let's go ahead and install it. Then you see how it looks. If you want it on a black color, you go ahead and get any color of your choice. Any color of expression of your choice will do this. Look at it. This one. That's what I use. Any extensions that you can put in hot water, that takes hot water, can do this for you. So most people might say, oh, where I live, they don't sell this. Any of the extensions that you think when you put it in hot water can accept the coils, because you use the hot water to achieve these coils. You're going to see it in the video. I use the hot water to achieve these coils with a bending rollers. All done from the scratch. All done from the scratch. Drop it and take it. $2.99 hairstyle. As cheap as DIY $2.99 hair piece, because you've done it by yourself. So let's go ahead. Thank you so much. If you're just joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. Here in this life, this is all we do. We play around with hair and we learn. I'm making sure, it's just because I'm facing the camera, showing you guys. If not, I'm going to position myself. Before you know it, we've already done it. Let's see, when we're coming close to the front now, let me see if I can just position this to the back. You just do it quickly. Look at it. You fold it in half, open the lash, make sure all the hair are fitted in, close it, pull out. Then you do what? Open this one, take the other one, and do this. If you want to knot it twice, you go ahead and knot it. But if the extension is that bulky, you don't need to knot it twice. Just leave it once. That is it. So I'll do that. And you have to, except you want it very full. If you want it very, very full, did you cornrow the hair by itself or with the expression? Oh, you cornrow the hair by itself. If that, I explained it before. If you want, you normally just cornrow your hair by yourself, because it's something that you can pull out when you just want to do it. But if you know that your hair is not, you don't have a bulky hair and you think your hair is very light, please go ahead and use a little bit of extension and cornrow it. But because this mannequin training head the hair is even bulky on its own. So if you have a full hair, like if I'm doing my own, because my hair is a natural hair, if I'm doing it, I'm not thinking I'm going to put extension on it. I'm just going to cornrow it like that. But if you know that your hair is not long enough, or the hair is let's take this one, and you find out that your hair is a bit short, or the hair is not fully burdened, like it's very, very thin, you just go ahead and do what? Add a bit of extension to it to cornrow it. Somebody is asking that question on TikTok. That's what I'm answering. Such good technique. Yes, it's a good technique. Amazing life. Thank you so much, Jaden. I said venting, such a good technique. Thank you so much, Rosemary. You're all welcome. So now let's go ahead and fully install this hair. Then we'll see the result. You're just going to use your scissors to trim it up a bit to equate it. Look at it. Bring it to the back. Very, very nice style. Simple. You can do this all the time. Change your styles. Very, very cheap and economical. Look at it. Thank you so much, everyone, for the gift. God bless you as you're joining. Share the videos. You don't know who you're going to help by bringing in. If you have not subscribed, go ahead, subscribe. If you have not followed, follow the videos. We do more than this. I teach you how to do braids. If you don't know how to braid and you're watching me for the first time, please follow the live, because when we finish this, I'll still check the time. We still have like an hour to go. Then I'm going to teach us how to install our braiding before we leave. But if we're satisfied with this, I can just leave you to it. But if we're not satisfied, I can just do some of the things for us. Can you understand? Put it this way. Then you go ahead and install this. This color of extension come in 2 shades. They came in 2 shades colors. Look at it. Look at it. Open it. Look at my hand. Bring this one out. You just install it and bring it back. If you don't split it, you're not going to be seeing all this. You're not going to be seeing all this tiny one. If you want to make sure you don't want to see this, do not split the hair. Just take the size of extension that you want from the beginning and install it. Use your bending rollers to do that size of the hair you want. So you're not going to be splitting. You're not going to be seeing all this. It's going to make the hair more smoother. So now I'm going to come here, bring it in, take it out. All this one are going to come into the back. See, because you're going to be putting gel here, you're going to stop very close to where this is. Can we see it? I hope we understand it. Very, very simple. Thank you so much, Flavia, for the finger hearts. God bless you. For everyone gifting, because I'm just concentrating watching this. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. God bless you. And where the things money came from, God is going to replenish it in 100-fold. Let me go ahead. I'm going to install more on this side. You see, it's just because I'm on the video, you just start installing from this side. You go ahead and finish it up. Then you move up. When you're doing it for yourself, you're going to position yourself very well. Now, I want you all to see it. That is why my positioning is just everywhere. So if you're joining me for the first time, you're highly, highly welcome. Thank you for joining the live. If you're here, you don't know how to braid, you don't have techniques to get into braiding, make sure that you follow the live, because normally we teach you here how to make sure you cover it, you bring it out, pull it out, then you go ahead and bring it out and secure it, pull it to the back. Very simple. Very, very simple. Let's fill this place up. Then this side I'm going to bring here, then we can cut, just trim a little bit. So if you're here, you have not followed or you've not subscribed, go ahead. You're going to see more of this coming. Each time, sometimes if it's something that I can do, you just tell me what you want to see, then we'll go ahead and do more of it together. But normally all I teach here is braiding. Teach you how to braid, how to install. For those of us that want to become a braider, please go ahead and follow this account, because you're going to learn and start making money for yourself. Yes. Even what I've just done like this, you can do it for somebody and you make money out of it. Most people, they don't have time to do all this. Create it, tell them the amount you're going to charge them, and just do it. It's your time, so you can charge for your time. So let's install like about 2 of it here. Then that is it. I want to make sure that this 1 pack is enough. If you want it very bulky, you can buy 2 packs. I only bought 1 pack. We are using only 1 pack for this hair. If you can see, it's only 1 pack. I paid $2.99 for it. Then I did it myself using the crochet. Okay, now let's go ahead. The crochet pin is there now. Most people would like to purchase the crochet pin, right? So, and I'm going to put the mannequin training head as well. For those of us that want to try it first on the mannequin training head before they do it on their hair, let me go ahead and still put the mannequin training head. This crochet is there. Let's pin down the mannequin training head. With this one I'm using now, this is the one I'm using now. Let me pin it down. It's 25 pounds. But the other one is 14 pounds there. Very, very affordable. If it's what alone you can do for yourself, go ahead and do it, because it's going to help you. If you have the crochet, if you have the mannequin training head, we are using the mannequin training head to install this head. Can everybody see it? So if you want to learn it first, you can go ahead and use your mannequin training head to do this one first. Then you know your confidence that, okay, now since I can do it on the mannequin training head, my dear, I can still do it. Then let's go ahead and I don't want to fully cover this side. This side, if you're using it, you're going to put some gel on it and make sure it's flat. So let me go ahead and take this. Can we see it? So when we go, before we leave, I'm going to show you how to do normal braids. I'll show you the natural and natural way to install our braiding. I'm going to show you. Then we'll do one knotless braid today. We'll do about 4 installation of braids. So nice. Thank you so much. You're going to see more beauty of this, right? Let me make sure that I put all the colors here. Put them here to cover it. They came in 2 shades. Can you see it? They came in, and the same pack is the same pack. I didn't buy 2 colors. This one came in 2 shades. I'm going to show you what the color is. The color of this extension, for those that want it, is called Sunset. Sunset. It came in 2 shades. That Sunset came in 2 shades. So if you want it, you can go ahead and get it. It came in brown. Where's my crochet? Now let me go ahead and get your that crochet. I have more crochet pins on here. Okay, the crochet pin is here. So you go ahead, install it. Make sure that everything is fitted into the crochet pin. It has a latch. Cover it. Look at it. Cover it. When you cover it, you pull it out. When you pull it out, you use your right hand to hold it. Take one of the handle like this, bring it out. Then you do what? You just secure it, leave it. Can you see? Now this should be enough. Now let's do only one here because you're going to be pulling all this one back. Let's do one here. Let's do one here. Let's put this smaller one there. Then the remaining one, we're going to put the smaller one there, close it. So if you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. All welcome, all welcome. Okay, now let's go ahead now and fully install these parts. All these ones will be coming to the back. Look at it. Then this one, let's bring this one to this side. Let's fill it up a little bit with these ones that we have. I think I have like about 4 or 5 left. Let's fill it up. Now at this point, if you want it very filled up, please go ahead and fill it more up. Most people, they want their hair in front to be bulky. Like when I do my hair, I want my front hair to be always bulky. Fill up. You see? I'll fill it up, then I'll do tiny ones to just cover it. See? I'm going to double that line. I'm going to double that line. If you're seeing us, thank you so much for everyone. I don't want you to be quiet. Let's give that cheers. If you're watching from YouTube and you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. If you have not followed me, all my name on all the platform is GraceLawendhair. When you type in GraceLawendhair, I'm going to pop up like a popping up. Pop up. So now let's go ahead and install this. Bring it in here. Go ahead and try this. For most of my students here, please go ahead and try this and let me see. You show me your outcome. It's beautiful, yeah. It's beautiful. So now let's go ahead. Let me add a little bit more to this side. Here, I'm going to make it not too much. I'm going to only knot it once. I'm going to knot that side once. Can you see? Let's add up a little bit up here to make it a bit puffy. We'll just finish it up. If you're joining for the first time and you've not followed the account, please go ahead and follow for the account because we come out here to teach you how to braid. And you've not watched the video, there's a lot of video going on this account, a lot that you can learn from. And if it's your first time seeing me, you're welcome to the class. Always, always welcome. Always welcome. So now let's go ahead. Let's leave this one this way. Then I'm going to trim it a bit. Let me add a little bit more here. We're doing this together. I hope everybody can see it. So what I just explained, I hope we understand it. If you don't want to be splitting this hair, I just followed you. Thank you so much, Glory Deborah. You're welcome. I'm sure I'm going to send the video of this full hair. Yes, so that most of us will see from the scratch how I started and how we finished this hair. You're going to see how I started and how we finished it. Let's fill it up here. If you want more of, like me, I like my front hair to be more fuller when I do hair on my own. So it depends on everyone. If you want your hair flat, you can go ahead and make it flat. That's fine. If you don't want it too full, you don't install too much on it. Can everybody see it? I'll bring it in. Look at it. Then you go ahead and bring it back. Oh my God, this is really nice. For those of us that doesn't want this color, let me add a little bit more to this place. Let's add a little bit more to this place. Look at, I only have this one left. From one packet now, I only have this one left. So let's go ahead. It's finished now on the table. I want to put a little bit more here. I think this side is enough. Then we'll come and trim it. Let's bring this one in here. This one comes in here. Let's put some of them here. And then that's it. So if you want to learn how to do this fully, please go ahead. You get your extension, buy your training mannequin head if you want to really know how to do a lot of things. This one we are using now is a training mannequin head. Can everybody see it? It's a short one I just put online there now. It's a training mannequin. Let me pull this one out. Pull this one out. Look at it. Make sure everything fits in. If you want it smaller, that is good. You close the lash like this, pull it out. When it's pulled out, you gradually put that down. Take this, bring the other strand out, one of the strands, pull it in, then you just go ahead and pull it out. It comes in this way. Can you see it? So that's the only one left. Yes, we can see. Okay, that's fine. So where will I pull this one now? You are the one seeing it. We're going to shape the hair very well now. We're going to shape it very well and just trim it. Where am I going to pull this one now? And pull this one. Let's see where I'm going to pull this one. Maybe somewhere here. Let's put it somewhere here. I'm going to split it into two. Put it somewhere there. Let's put it somewhere here. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it there. Close it. Bring it out. Take one of the strands. Open this. Look at it. And cover it. Bring it back. So the last one. This is thank you so much for the gift. God bless you all. If you have not followed the account, go ahead and follow. We're going to trim it together. We're going to trim it together. We're doing this together now. We'll style it together. Like here, this front bit, you're going to put some gel in it. Gel it all back. Then this one will come to the front this way. Let me go ahead and pull this one. Make sure that it's okay this side. Let's look for a place now. Let me put this one here. I put this one in the middle here. Let me just end it up with this one in the middle. So give it that volume. If you want it more fuller, get 2 packs of expression. I only did 1 pack. You won't believe it that this is 1 pack. This is 1 pack. We've done it. Look at it now. Okay, let's now style this hair. If you're the type that wants this hair to come into the front like this, it's up to you. We're going to trim it a little bit. You take your scissors. Where's my scissors? Okay, that's the scissors. Let's start from the back. Now look at this back. We want it to be even. You see all these extras? Have we seen all these extras? Let's take these extras off. Let me take it off. I'm going to take these extras off. Can we see it? Where this one? You have to trim it to your desire. Thank you so much. Ifabuchi said it's beautiful. Can you see? Very beautiful. So this is done on the mannequin training hair. Let alone you want to do it on your hair. You see how it's going to look. Very, very beautiful. You see? Very, very simple. Sometimes if you know you don't want the jelly hair, you just cornrow all your hair all back. Do a center party or a side. Just install them. You use your hand to pull it on both sides. Can you see? This is done from the scratch. Look at the extension. It's done from the. I'm going to send the full video. Look at it. Expression. Only use one packet of expression to achieve this. £2.99. £2.99 just achieved this. Can everybody see? £2.99 just achieved this. Most of us might not like this orange color. I only use it because that is the extension I want. I'm not going to use it again. Then we'll just take it off and put it in the bin. Yeah. So this is the end of this one. Then before we finish our class today, if you have any question, please put it on the comment section. If you know you're going to try this, I want to see your own. If you're going to do it, you can use your desired color. Look at it. You can as well pull this hair anywhere you want to pull it, style it the way you want to style it. You see, you can style it the way you want to style it. Hi, madam, that's really great. Thank you so much. That's wonderful gift for you, mom. All right, thank you so much. You see it? It's beautiful. It looks like 8 sharing. I don't know what that means, but what I know is that this is a training mannequin head. If you want to do it on your hair, please go ahead. Go ahead and buy your desired color. For those of us that like black, it's going to be nice. For those of us that like burgundy, it's going to be nice. For those that like any color at all, it's going to be nice. Look at the back. It's as if you fixed wave one. You see, this is done on a mannequin training head. Most color would define this very, very well. This is just orange color. So now for this, stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to do knotless braids. Then we'll do 3 other braids. Then we'll have the class closed for today. Then tomorrow we're back. All I teach online here is how you can install your braids. So if you're seeing me for the first time, you're highly welcome. We learn a lot here. Most people have graduated online here. So let's go ahead. We'll put this one aside. Let it be here. Then the training mannequin there. If you want the crochet pin, click on that training mannequin head. You're going to see the crochet pin. Everything you require to do this hair is there, apart from you getting the extension yourself. You can go ahead and you're going to get the bending rollers. I'm supposed to see bending rollers. Let me see if I can see this bending roller, but I'm going to add this up when we come next class. This is what I use with the extension. You add it to the bending rollers, then dip it in hot water. It will create these coils for you. Only $2.99. So now I'm going to use this extension. Look at this mannequin training head. If you want this type of mannequin training head, the one I just put that is showing now is what I use in doing this. This is the short mannequin training head. This is the short one. It's there pinned on. If you want this one, I'm going to pin it as well. It's a molly. I'm going to pin this on. Let me pin this one for those of us that want. They said here 100% V hair, mannequin head. I don't know. It might be, but this one is £14. For those of us that want a bargain, you can go ahead and get this one. It's £14 there. Look at this one I just pinned down there. It's £14. So let's use it to do some trainings. Then we'll call it a day. For those of us that doesn't know how to braid and you want to learn how to install your hair, we'll go ahead. You see what this mannequin training head is doing? It's doing a lot. If you have one of these, you can practice any style on it. You can practice any style on it before you move it to your head. Learn it. Look, this is what we just did. Learn it. Use it to do your things. If you buy one mannequin training head, it's going to serve you a lot. Like me, I have about 6 here because I use it for training. Here's the cotton comb. Because I use it for training. So let's go ahead. I'm going to show you how we can install the natural and traditional methods. When I show you how to do that, 3 of the natural and traditional method. Okay, let's just do, I'm only doing natural and traditional method and knotless braids here online. they will call it, so we can know the two difference between a knotless braid and the box braid. So let's do knotless braid and box braid. Normally I teach 9 different methods of how you can install this hair, but I'm going to teach us today box braid and knotless braid. So let's go ahead and take it from here. This is not my usual hair. This is not my normal extension for training. I have them in various. The one I use for training, I still have the head there. I need to take it off, but let's use this one today. Let's use this one. I'm going to get my clip. So if you're joining me for the first time, if you're a new timer, if you're a beginner, you don't know how to braid at all, we have methods that I teach here online. Before you know it, you start braiding. So join me. If not, normally tomorrow I come in 12 p.m. UK time. Then on Saturday I come in 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. If you have not followed the account, go ahead and follow the account. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We'll be doing more of this. Some styles that I know that are simple. Next time, I'm going to come online to install the braid crochet. We'll cornrow the hair. You can, if you don't want to sit down for braid, most people, they don't like sitting down for braiding. But you can get the crochet pack. I'm going to show you all that. You can do it yourself. Cornrow your hair, install it with the cornrow crochet pin. Crochet pin. When I'm talking about crochet pin, this crochet small pin that you're seeing, they do a lot. So you're going to learn a lot of hair that you can do with this. I call them styles of the day. Apart from the styles of the day, what I teach is hair like this. Let's grab some extension. Let me see which of the color I'm going to be using for box braiding. Look, I have bag full of extensions. Bag full of extensions. Let's use the pink. I do use, you see this color? You see this color? When you use this color to do this style, oh my God, you will love it. So it depends on individual. Just go ahead and get any style of your choice, any color of your choice, extension. Most people don't like colored hair. They only prefer black. No, it's not judgmental. Any color you like, put it on your hair. As far as you're okay and happy with it, it's fine. So now I'm going to do one box braid. When I do the box braid, then we're going to do knotless braids. Then I'll show you the difference between how to install your normal box braid and how to install the I want us to learn. So each time we come to the class, I have 4 ways we can install our knotless braid. But normally when we come to the class like this, I teach you one. Share the videos, like the videos. Let's go ahead. Now, this is the size I'm going to be using today. For me, I call this my medium. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's make it interesting. Go ahead, share the videos. So now I'm going to split this hair into ratio 2:1. Can you see it? Ratio 2:1 means that anytime you're doing braids, always make sure that the extension, when you split it into 2, the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Let's go ahead and split this hair into 2. Ratio 2:1. The one you have on your left hand should be bigger than the one you have on your right hand. The reason is that so that you can have even braiding when you're braiding. Let me tell you the reason why we do ratio 2:1. When you take the smaller part of the hair and cross it over to this one that is 2 times bigger, what are you going to notice? When you cross it over, you're going to notice that 3 of the strands are equal. Because we do braids with 3 strands, not 4. That is why you take this other part to be smaller. When you now put the smaller 2 parts together, it's going to give you equate one of this. Do you understand? So now when you do your braid like this, when you section your hair like this, cross your extension like this, it's going to give you an even braids. So all these things, all these points you have to know when you're doing braids. So now let's go ahead and install this. Because we've done the styles of the day today, we're going to do just few. But normally when I start with beginner's class with the rubber band method that we can understand. So now this is the hair we're working with. Now I'm going to be holding this extension on one hand. Look at the way I just hold it. I'm going to install this hair. This is box braid. So now that I'm holding it, I'm going to show you because I'm going to do another one. Very simple of how I hold this extension on one hand. Most people, what they do when they want to install hair, they hold it, pin it here, and they place it and install it. For me, this I'm teaching you my own way. If you already know how to hold your extension like this and it works to install it, please go ahead. But if you want to just use my method of holding your extension on one hand, this is how I do my braid. You see, it doesn't take you time to just do this, and you install it very fast. Do you understand? But then let me show you how I achieve this. This is my right hand. We use our fingers to do hair. This is the thumb, and this is the index finger. This is our middle finger. This is the ring finger, and this is the little and pinky finger. So when you hear me say thumb and index finger, this is our thumb, and this is the index finger. They play vital role. Look at it. When you're doing hair, these two hands, they play really vital role. The other fingers are all supporting fingers. So you see, when I say hold this one with your thumb, you hold it on your right hand. This is my right hand, my thumb. Then this is my left hand. Then you go ahead and hold it with your thumb and index finger too. This other strand, bring it here. So when you bring it here, you make it that firm. When it's firm like this, all you're going to do, take your middle finger from your right hand, place it this way. Then you go ahead and turn this your right hand. When you turn your right hand, what should be coming out from the left strands is your index finger. Look at it come out. So when it comes out like this one that is lying on top of your index finger will be the first hair you're going to install. So now let's go ahead. Before we install this hair, look at my thumb and index finger here. I'm going to slightly, while I'm holding this hair on my hand, it's firm. For those of us that want to learn how to hold this on the hair, there's a video on it. Just go on my page, you see it. Gradually get your extension. If you don't practicalize it, you will not get it. Yes, you can watch me do it here now, but if you don't try it, you're not going to get it, because you want to try with your own hand and find out that I can do this thing. So you now go ahead, take this hair we're going to install now. Look at it. Slightly open your hand, hold it to this. When you hold it to this, the next step you're going to do, go ahead and use your hand to split, because you're going to automatically split this hair into 3. Take your left hand, split this hair, hold this one part with your thumb and index finger, drag this other extension. You're taking this one first that is lying on your index finger on your right hand. Bring it in. So when you bring it in, the next step is that look at my index finger. You now release your index finger, use other fingers to hold on to the hair. Look at my hands. When you're watching this method, go straight and watch into my hands. Look at what I'm doing. You're going to get it, and when you practice it, you're going to get it. If you have not purchased your mannequin training hair, which is what I'm there, go ahead and get one. It's going to serve you. Then you go ahead, take your index finger, put it in between. Look at it. See where my hand is coming. Put it in between the natural hair and this extension. Demarcate it. Then you release your right hand. You now go ahead and separate it. This is the time. With this method, this box braid, natural and traditional method, this is where people have problem. When they separate this hair like this, to install it to make it more firm, that is where they keep having problem as a beginner. But then, when you watch into my hands now, you're going to see that I'm going to take my index finger. Look at my index finger here. Bring it into this one. Hold it firmly. Secure it. This is where you're going to secure this hair. Look at it. When you secure it very well, you braid it like 2 or 3 times. Look at it. This one, I've braided it 3 times. Most people, when they are braiding their hair, for the fact that I'm going to flip my hands now, they don't flip their hands. They keep doing it on top like this. No. What you're going to do at this point is that if it works for you, don't say I came to disrupt your method. If it works for you that way, you go ahead. But most times, if you want to learn braid very well, you're going to flip your hands, because while you're braiding, it's going to make it faster. Look at the way I'm going to turn this hair now. I cannot continue to be braiding this hair upwards. I've turned it. When I turn it this way, and I'm going to position my hands and start braiding. Now, what's the difference that you observe here? This hair is very, very dark in color, and this is a pink or burgundy extension. I'm going to use this extension now to cover this natural hair. So let's go ahead and cover it. When you cover it, you start braiding. Look at it. The reason is that I know that when you install this hair, most of the hair will be showing from the root. But when you're doing your braids, I don't want the black hair to be showing because you're using colored. It will make your work look very neat. Adjust it. When you adjust it very well by using your extensions to cover your natural hair, it means tucking in your natural hair. It's going to make this hair look more professional, neat, and it's going to make the hair stay longer, because when your natural hair is always popping up on your braids, you find out that some of the hair, especially natural hair, before you know it, that hair, when you have it for 1 week, the hair is looking old already. We want to learn in a proper way and the techniques. So now let's go ahead and braid this hair. If you have positioned your extension where it will be covering your natural hair, you can now go on. As you're braiding, look at it. As you're braiding the hair, your extension is going to be showing forth. You see it? I'm braiding now. What is coming when I turn it to this side, bring it to this other side, all that is coming to my position is the extension because you've already positioned it. Can you see? Then you go ahead and start braiding until you finish your braids. It's not, you now see the difference when you install it and when you're braiding. You see the reason why I said for those of us that are learning how to braid and they are not doing the under braids, it's not going to be fast because I'm teaching you guys. If I want to do this one, it won't take me 1 minute. 1 minute is too much now to braid this hair. So it will make you, when you're braiding underneath like this, it makes you go fast. When you are installing, you can install from the up because it's a natural and traditional method. Then when you braid, you just go ahead and braid it to make it fast. Okay, now see, this is, you're only seeing your natural hair when you just install. If not, I'm teaching, if I flip my hands when I do the 2 braids, from there, I will be covering it. You're not going to be seeing, look at my braids from here to here. You're not seeing any black hair on tip. You're only seeing the natural hair. You're only seeing the extension. Can you see? So if you finish braiding your hair and you fall this hair, let's say all of them is like this. I'm doing all the braids, it's falling to the back. You're only seeing this. You see what it is? Your natural hair is not showing there. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is called the boss braid. I'm going to do it once more again. I want us to get used to this boss braid. So my techniques of teaching this day, I can just pop up online now and start teaching you only natural and traditional method. You can see me online. I'm only teaching you rubber band method because I want those that are beginners to get into it. Sometimes we just come into the class. I'll teach 5 methods. We have 9 good methods I teach online here. I teach 3 from the rubber band method. I teach 3 from the natural and traditional method. And I teach 3 from the knotless braid. We added 1 to it because that method that makes it 10, we already taught the method. So we are combining 2 methods into 1. That's what makes it 10. And that is what makes it 4 ways I teach here how to install the knotless braid. So if you want to watch all these videos, I have it on my videos. You can watch 4 different ways you can do your knotless braid. When I do this natural box braid one more time, I'm going to do 2 times knotless braid. So watch me as I do this. I will explain everything from the roots. So if you know you're interested in all this, you go and follow the account. You see my videos, and there's a lot of videos going on, and they are all set, well explained. The way I'm explaining to you, sometimes I bring out all the clips of what we've done online here for us to see it organically that way. No, not voiceover. You see me sometimes, most people that have come across my videos, you see that every video I send on TikTok, everything I send on YouTube, everything I send on Facebook, there are things that we've learned online here. I just take the clips and I post it that way. Most people will see, they say, oh my God, we don't know that we have things like this. They follow the account, they start coming to the class to learn. So let's go to our extension. Normally, if you're the type that doesn't know how to get extension, just go ahead. When you have your extensions in bundles like this, learn how to get, if you're braiding, make sure that your braids are the same size. Make sure that your extensions you're taking at the same time. It will end you up having your braids to be the same size. Don't go ahead and take your extension. One will be jumbo, the other ones will be micro, and the other ones will be mini. No, no, no. If you take the medium and you're starting with a medium extension, please go ahead and complete your hair with a medium extension. It will make your work look more professional. Nobody will know that you're a new beginner while you're braiding. If you follow these rules, while you're getting master to your speed, because when you're learning how to do braid, you need speed. If you want to make money from braids, you need to speed it up while you're braiding. How do you speed it up when you're braiding? It's by getting a mannequin training head, get your extension. I'm teaching you now how to install the braids in different techniques. When you see the different techniques of installing your braids, choose only one out of the techniques and start braiding. So when you take only one out of the technique and start braiding, now I want to increase my speed of braiding. What you have to do is that get your extension. When you get your extension, start braiding the hair fully. Braid, this is the hair we did online. Braid the hair fully this way. Can you see it? Keep braiding until you finish braiding. All this hair we're using are mannequin training hair. You use it to braid and fully braid this hair. By the time you finish a full hair of mannequin like this, my dear, you will come out being a professional. Professional. Do you understand? So now let's go ahead and install this. While we're doing these practicals, I keep explaining. But then if you think, okay, what I'm doing online here, you want more than the braids, send me a message. You can join my classes. I have classes going on so that you can learn a lot of things. If you want to become a braider, you want to become a hairstylist, you want to make money out of it, because this is so beneficial, because this is what that stays in you. It can never leave you. You can relocate to any part of the world. Your job is with you. You're carrying your job. You're traveling with your job. That is the advantage of knowing how to braid and knowing how to do hair. You can never go hungry. Skills of braiding, you can never. Let me tell you. So now let's go ahead and install this. When I install this, I'm going to do knotless braid for you. Just stay tuned. Show you the difference of how you can install your brush braid and how you can do your knotless braid, because most people don't know the difference. So now split your hair. This is the extension we're working with. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Share the videos. Can you teach cornrows later? No, I don't teach cornrows online. I teach it in my class. What I teach online, basically, if you want to learn braids for free, I do it for free. Any other thing, come to me. We do style. People that knows me will put it there. Please, ma, can you redo the boss? Yes, that is what I'm doing. Don't worry, just stay tuned. I'm here to show you how to braid, and I come out with my full chest to show you all the techniques of how you can do your box braid, do your knotless braid, anything braids. You can go ahead and learn it for free. Go ahead and use it, make your money. But if you want anything more than this boss braid, send me a message on my bio. We'll take it up from there. So now split this hair into ratio 2:1. When you have your braids like this, let me brush this hair, because I've already used this extension before. I'm reusing it. So let's brush it to make it more smoother. So now when you have it this way, this is the size I've picked for my braid. Can you see it? Split it into 2. I'm not saying, I didn't say split it into 2 equal parts. No. Split it into the one that is on your right hand should be 1 part. Then the one that is on your left hand should be 2 parts. That is why I used to say ratio 2:1. Meaning that the one you have on your left hand should be 2 times. The one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. You see the way I just shared it? It's like sharing something into 3. Give 1 part to 2 and give 1 part 1. That is it. So now what we are going to do, the reason why we do that is that we braid with 3 extensions. We braid with 3 strands of extensions. You take this one, cross it to each other. When you cross it to each other, when you join these 2 hair, the 2 smaller parts into 2, and hold on to this one, you find out that they are equal. 3 of them are equal because we need 3 strands. We don't need 4. This smaller part, when I do it this way, we have 4. We don't need 4. So that is why you make the one on your right hand smaller. By the time you join the 2 ones together, it's going to give you 1 part of this one. So you have 3 strands. Okay, now we are going to install this hair. I've already sectioned this hair. Look at it. I've already sectioned this hair. So now most people here knows how to braid. Some people here, they know how to add extensions into their braid. Most people don't know how to do it. Do you know the reason we jumped into natural and traditional method straight? It's because we did style of the day today. But normally I start from a basic way that we can be able to get it, both the beginners and those that already knows how to do hair. So now let's go ahead and hold on to this. This is natural and traditional method that most people find very difficult to install. I'm going to be holding the extension on one hand. I've explained. If you want me to explain it again, we'll go ahead and explain it. So if you want me to do this explanation again, what did I just notice? I noticed that one side is more. I don't want it to be too much. So you go ahead and hold it this way. This is my right hand. Hold it with your thumb and index finger on your right hand. This is my left hand. Hold this other part with your thumb and index finger on the left hand. This is my supporting finger 3. Bring this other strand in here. Make it firm. When you make it firm, take this one, place on here, turn your right hand. You turn it, bring your index finger outright there. When you do that, flip your hands this way. This one that is lying on top of your index finger will be the first one you're going to pick up when you're installing the hair. So now let's go ahead and install this hair. So for those of us that braid upwards and you want to learn how to braid downwards, at this point, I'm going to install this hair, then I'll flip my hands. You see the way I'm going to flip my hand. So now this is the hair I'm holding on my right hand. Look at my thumb and index finger. You open up the thumb and index finger slightly a little bit. Bring your hair, hold it like this. Can you please redo your hands? I should redo my hands. Okay, let me redo my hands. You redo your hands that you're going to get, because sometimes the last time I was teaching is about maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. There's a student here, we came up online. She have an extension with her. While I was doing this, she was doing it and she got it immediately online. So now, that is why I send video about these things. When you finish seeing me do this on the live here, can you do the gripping method slowly? I used to struggle with it. Don't worry, I'm going to do it slowly. That is why I'm teaching you only box braid and knotless braid. Let's concentrate on it. By the time we do it like 2 or 3 times, you'll be able to get it. So now they say redo your hands. If you think you want to hold your extension on one hand or you want to place it, I know how to place it this way, but I want to teach you the way that when you're doing your hair, it's going to be more faster for you. But then I can braid this way as well. But you're going to go ahead, take this thumb and index finger, you're seeing me. Hold the thumb and index finger with this one on your right hand. Thumb and index finger on your left hand. Hold this other strand, thumb and index finger. This other strand that you're seeing, bring it in here. Look at my 3 supporting finger. Bring it here. Hold it. Then you make it firm. If you make this loose, I need a charger. A charger. I want to name charger, please. Marga. Ked. 1 minute. Let me get a charger. This battery is running down. Please, 1 minute. Nah, okay, you go. Let me do charger. Sorry. I know you did a lot today, but yes. Hey, right on. No, make sure charger. Give me charger. Sorry, let me charge this. This battery is running down. One of the phones. This one of the. Well done. Thank you so much. The charger is running down. Let's plug it so that it won't go off. 15%. No, it's almost gone. So okay, now let's go ahead. For those of us that are just coming, you split the hair into ratio 2:1. What you're going to do now, take this one you have on your right hand, the smaller part, place it and cross it. When you cross it, it's going to be like this. When you join the 2 smaller parts together, it's going to form one strand. And it's going to equate this other strand. When you see me holding it like this, you find out that the strands, them are equal. Can you see it? So now, what you're going to do next, this is my right hand, thumb and index finger. Thumb, index finger, hold this one. This is my left hand, thumb, index finger, hold this one. Then this is the supporting fingers, my 3 supporting fingers. Use this, place it like this. Look at it, hold this one. Then when you hold onto the hair, you make sure it's firm. Don't lose it. If it's like this, you cannot get it. Just make sure it's firm. Right? When it's firm like this, you go ahead. Take your middle finger here on your right hand. Place it. You're only turning your right hand, not the left hand. Go ahead and turn this right hand like this. See my hand? Turn it. Then you bring your index finger into this one. Look at this. Bring it out here. So when you bring it out, it's going to be like this. Your extensions that is falling on your index finger will be the first one that we're going to grab when we're doing this hair. So watch it. I'm going to move this hair closer to the camera. So for visibility's sake, just watch it. Now look at the hair. See the hair I'm working with. So what we are going to do with this hair we're working with, see my hand, I'm holding the extension. Look at the one falling on the index finger. Can you see the one falling on the index finger? Right. So now I'm going to open, while I'm still holding this hair firmly, I'm going to slightly open my thumb and index finger like this. Look at it. Look at it. Then you hold on to this one. Watch it. So when you hold on to this one, you take your left hand. See my left hand. Split this hair because we're automatically going to split this hair into 3. Split it. When you split it, hold on to this one. Look at it. See the one I'm holding. When you hold on to this one, I'm using my thumb and index finger to hold it on the left. Can everybody see it? Then I'll now use this hand, this one, to drag this hair, bring it closer. When you bring it closer, you now use other hands to support that extension and the natural hair. See, release your index finger because my index finger is going to go in between the other natural hair and the extension. Look at it. See where my hand is coming now. Put it in between to split it up in 2. Look at it. See my hands. When you do that, you drag it up, release it, hold it firm with one hand. This is where most people find it difficult. When you hold it firm with one hand, release this your hand. You come here, separate it. Look at it. When you separate it, you make it firm. Take your index finger on your right hand, place it. Look at it. See my index finger is coming here. Look at it. It's coming here. You bring it in here. You grab it. Make sure it's firm, not too tight. You go ahead and secure the hair. When you braid it like this is the second braid. Make it firm. Look at it. And I'll stop here now. So now, most people will continue to braid it up. I'm not going to continue to braid it up. I need to flip my hands on this. So you go ahead, bring your hands this way. Turn it. Let me bring this hair down. Turn it this way. Look at it. Look at my hand. See my hand? Do it this way. Bring it. Turn this. Turn it. Turn your braids. The reason why I'm turning it because I want to turn this hair and be braiding down. Don't braid it up. So when you turn it down, look at it. You start now braiding your hair down. Can you see it? You keep braiding the hair down. And what you're going to observe here is that this extension we are using is red or whatever burgundy. But my hair, natural hair is black. I don't want to be seeing this black hair. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to position my extension to tuck my natural hair in. You go ahead and start braiding. If you position your extension to the part that your extension should be coming for, look at my hair, you're going to be going and braiding. It's going to be showing you that part. Look at it. Now, you're not seeing my natural hair, but I'm braiding. I'm still braiding. Then you tuck it in by braiding. So this is where you are going to be braiding and you want to learn to be quick and be fast. You have to start doing more of these braids to make you fast. If I'm not teaching now, you see that this hair, I'm going to make it fast. And do you know the reason why I use colored hair? Colored hair will help you to learn how to tuck in your natural hair. Because if I use a similar black color now, you will not notice it immediately. You just be braiding. You don't know that you are going to hide your extensions, your natural hair under your extension. Yeah, so now, because I'm using a colored hair to teach you, if you want to practice as well, please go ahead and practice with your colored hair. Then you can now use your normal hair. By then, you know how to tuck your extension in. Then you go ahead and start braiding. Then you see, I'll quickly braid this hair. So when we do this one, you finish up your braiding quickly. So when you finish up your braiding, this is my boss braid. This is the 2 we just done. Can you notice something? The size of the extension I've used on this hair, they are the same thing. So this is how you're going. Thank you so much for the gifts and God bless you. Fanny just sent it roses. Thank you for the roses and God bless you. So if you're here watching me, you've not followed the account, go ahead. You're going to find us when we come up online because I come twice. I come like interchange the days. I come in the morning, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. UK time. Then I come evenings like this, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So now we've done the box braid. I'm going to take you on 2 types of, what is it called now? Knotless braid. They will compare the 2. For those of us that already know how to do box braid and you don't know how to do knotless, I'm going to do 2 knotless braids. They will call the class for a day today. So if you know you didn't meet us when we did this style, we started this style here and we finished it. If you know you didn't join, I'm going to send the video how you started making your coils from the roots and we use the crochet pin to fix this hair. We did it here online. So if I'm going to send the video, you can watch it and do it. Most of the students that are constant in this community, I want us to do ours and show me, because I want to see what you have done so far. You might do yours and it's better than this, fine, because I've told you the secret now. When you're doing yours, take an extension that is small. Look at, let me show you how to do yours. If you want to install that coily hair, take extension that is small like this, and you know this is the size you want. You now roll it on your bending rollers before you put it in the hot water. So it's going to give you that desired coils that you want. Let me do it. Let me be serious now. Grace, be serious. Don't joke with these bending rollers. So this is how you're going to put it on it. Then you now pour the hot water to get your desired coils, right? So you'll know when you're installing it, you're not going to pull it out. So now let's go ahead and do knotless braid. So knotless braid is a braid whereby you start your braid with a natural hair. Box braid is a braid whereby you start your extension from the root, seeing this knot. We call it knotless. Knotless is that you're not seeing the knot because you started with the natural hair. But box braid, you always see the root. There are advantages and disadvantages to this hair. For most people that they don't want the hair to be too bulky on their hair, you go ahead and you have a very nice and full hair. Go ahead and do your knotless braids, right? For those of most times, people say which one lasts longer. For me, sometimes this hair that is box braid, they might last longer than knotless. Do you know the reason why? Because when you start your knotless, you start with your natural hair. When the hair starts growing old underneath, you find out that your box braids still have a stand where knotless braid is. So now let's go ahead and do knotless braid. I'm going to be using the same extension for us to know the difference. Now when you're doing box knotless braid is what you start with your natural hair, then you start adding up extensions. When you're adding up extensions to it, at the end of the day, you see the difference. So let me brush out this extension I'm using, then we'll go ahead and start. So now with this extension, I'm going to split this hair into two. I want us to achieve the same size of what we have done. We use the medium, which this one is my medium here. I'm going to use the same medium for the knotless. Instead of going ahead to install my braid from the roots like this, using this, splitting it into two, I'm not going to do that. So what I'm going to do, if you're watching me from YouTube, go ahead and share the videos. Go ahead and share the video. Thank you so much. If you're not subscribed, Malika Madu said hi, you're welcome. Slim Gilly, you said hi, you're welcome. It's a mullet. Now let's go. If you're watching me there, please share the video, subscribe to the video. Let me show you how you can do your knotless braid. If you're watching me for Facebook, you're highly welcome. If you're TikTok, I've put the link of your mannequin training head there. Go ahead and order it. When you go into the showcase store, you're going to see the crochet pin, different types of knotless mannequin training head. Whichever one is your desire, go ahead and purchase it for practice purposes. So now I'm going to be bringing the chair that I'm going to show you. There's a rack. At this point, I'm going to showcase the rack. We need the rack to split this hair. When you're doing knotless braid, you have somebody that will split it for you. Let me show you the rack, because sometimes when I teach here, the time that I've not been putting this thing, showcasing these things online here, most of us don't understand what I mean. I'm going to pin, let me pin the rack. When I pin this rack, you know that this is what you use this rack to do. Let's bring the cheaper one. They'll have the one that is 50 pounds here. They have the one that is 20 pounds 79. Let me pin the cheaper one for you, so that it's going to be cheaper for you to just go ahead and get this. Okay, see the rack here. Pin, let me pin it down. Can everybody see what I just pinned down now? I just pinned it down. That's the rack. So now let's go ahead. This is the extension we're going to be using to do our knotless braid. That rack you see there, if you want to split the hair, this is what you're going to be using. Split it. When you're starting your knotless braid, take the tiny one from the first one, bring it in here. If you have a rack, you can go ahead and purchase the rack. You see all those things. Pardon me, YouTube. Pardon me, Facebook. I'm going to put all these things we require. I'll put the links there so that we can be able to get on. Ma'am, can you speak Hindu. Oh my God, I wish I could. I cannot speak Hindu, my love. I speak English, I speak Igbo, and I speak some languages from Nigeria because I'm from Nigeria. So now this is it. You go ahead and take the other strands. When you pick up the first one, a bit smaller, you take the next one like this. Then the other one you're going to take, you just do. I'm going to be installing this knotless braid. Let's go ahead and install this. The method I'm going to use today is the 2-in-1 method. The 2-in-1 method, I mostly don't teach this method, but then let's use the 2-in-1 method to do our knotless braids today. Meaning that if you can do the 2-in-1 method, you already know 2 ways of how you can install your knotless braid out of the 4. Okay, now let's go ahead and section the hair. Now, if you don't want to use your handle of your chair to do it, I've already put a rack there. That rack is that when you take your extension, it will serve you a lot. If you're here, a hairdresser already, you need that rack to be able to section your hair while you're doing your braids. So now let's go ahead and start this. So these are the boss braid, the knotless braid. You're going to still take the same size. When we finish installing this knotless braid, I'm going to bring us off. We just chat for like few minutes. If you have any questions, then we can go ahead and finish up the class for today. Then the class is normally 2 hours. So because we started about after 5, I was trying to put 1 or 2 things together. We're going to extend that time. So this is the hair. You have it. When you have the hair we're going to be working with. So with this knotless braid, I've already sectioned my hair. Knotless braid is that when you section the hair, you start with your natural hair, you start adding your extension. Okay, now let's go ahead. At this point, if you want to add your shine and jam, this is where you're going to add it. This is the point whereby you're going to add your shine and jam. For those of us that want it, I used to tell you that if you're doing it for a client, please ask first. Most of the clients, when you add those products on their hair, products are good on the hair. Some people, they get itchy. And when you use it on their braids, before you know it, they will think it's not you that did that braid. So you ask first so that your handwork can be able to be looking neat and be surviving it. Because most people, their hair, when you put product on their hair, they'll start itching. All the hair you did and they paid you. They say, who did this hair? You don't want to do that. So now split this hair into 3. Go ahead. Watch me and split this hair into 2. We're doing 2 methods of how you can install your knotless braid. So you go ahead, start with your braids, your natural hair. You start with your natural hair. So now I started with my natural hair. I just secure it a little bit. So the first thing you're going to do, go ahead and grab the smaller part first. I hope we are seeing me on the YouTube. YouTube, are you seeing me? Facebook, are you seeing? And TikTok, are everyone seeing me? Now go ahead, take this one, the smaller part of it, put it on your index finger. When you put it on your index finger like this, use your thumb to separate it like this, make it firm. The first thing you're going to install, come here, look at my thumb and index finger on my left hand holding this hair. Place that one there first. Look at it, put it in. Then you grab the first braids, do it. This one, we are doing knotless braid. Now we'll see the difference. Grab the next one. Because I've splitted this hair into 6, I'm going to install the first 3 with this method. Then we'll swipe our hand and I'll show you the other method. So this method, I'm doing 2-in-1 to install it. Go ahead and do this. Look at it. Go and bring your hand, open that hand there, install it there, and add the hair. You add up hair to knotless braid. And when you're doing braid on its own box braid, you just start it from the root. So you go ahead, hold it this way. When you hold it this way, you install it in between your hands. Can you see it? Then you go ahead and plait it. Okay, now, because I've installed the first 3 with this method, I'm going to flip my hands. Watch this method, because this method, number 4 of that method, I don't use to teach it that much because I've already taught the 3 methods. So we're combining 2 techniques into 1. So flip your hand at this point. Can you see it? So when you flip your hands, you're going to do this. Take this one of the braid, bring it to this side. Create a V shape here. Take the next braid, bring it in the middle like this. Place it there in between. Look at it. So we're combining 2 methods in 1, which is this one. Then you go ahead and braid it down. Pass this one into the back. Hold it with your, look at it. When you pass it to the back on your index finger, use your middle finger to support it. You create a V there. Take the next extension. Take this one. Place it there. So when you place it there, you go ahead and braid it down. So when you braid it down, the next one we're going to take, bring this other hair back. You see the way I'm holding it? This one is going to create it. Take that part, install that hair in between this one. Can everybody see it? Look at it. And start braiding. So we added two methods in one to create our knotless braid. At this point, you start braiding the hair. Start now braiding your hair. So what you're going to do now, when you have achieved your desired extension, this is my natural hair, take the extension and start covering the natural hair. Tuck it in by doing this. Tuck it in. You go ahead and start braiding. So we are going to show you the result. So this result is 2-in-1. Thank you so much, Fanny, for the gifts, and God bless you. If I'm not seeing you guys, I say thank you to everyone gifting, because I'm concentrating on the hair. But if you've just gifted this life, thank you and God bless you. Your hands will never, and your pockets will never run dry. Share the video, like the video. Let's go ahead. You're going to learn. So today we did just the box braid and the knotless braid. I'm sure you can know the difference. So each time we just come into the class, do things that the easy way for us to get a clear understanding of all this I'm teaching. I'm going to show you the result of this. So when I show you the result of this, you can now go ahead and look at it. You see the difference? This is knotless braid. This is box braid. Box braid starting from the root, installing the head. Look, this is the knot here for the box braid. Knotless is that you started it from the, look at your natural hair. You started your natural hair. It's seamless. When you're even packing your hair up, you won't feel it. That is why most people like it. You won't feel it. You just go ahead and pack it up and look at it. Very, very beautiful. So we've done this one. This combination of knotless braid I just did is a two techniques in one. The first one I use in installing that part, you can use it to complete your knotless braid like this, the one I added by the side. The one I added with the V technique, you can still use that one alone to complete it. So we are not going to do that today. When I come to the class to teach you on a normal basis, I'm going to do those techniques, them different, so you can understand the difference. But I have a video there that is 4 ways to install your knotless braid. Her neck must hurt. Is it this one? Yeah, her neck. It's not. Is a what is it called? The name of this is Melanie. Look at it. So beautiful. Mannequin training head. They are doing a lot for us. It's not human, but then it's doing a lot. Somebody said the neck must be hurting. It won't hurt. It's just for us to gain something. So this is it. I'm going to repeat this one more time. Then I'll bring us up for questions. Then we'll call the class a day today. Yes, because today have been a busy day for me. Go here, go here, and work for appointments. So now, let's go ahead. If you're joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. If you have not followed the account, go ahead and follow the account. If you want to follow me on all my social media, on Facebook or TikTok and on YouTube. I'm not yet coming on Instagram, which I have to do because most people there, they will still want to see you. So then my name there is GraceLawendhair Tutorial. When you type on GraceLawendhair Tutorial on the search bar, you can always find me. So now let's go ahead and demonstrate one of the knotless braid again. Do you also do cornrows? Yes, if you're joining my class, but I don't teach cornrows. I send videos for cornrows. You will see the videos. You can watch them on my videos, but I don't teach cornrows that are online here. I only concentrate on braids. Yes, I only concentrate on braids. So if you videos, I have videos of cornrows very, very well. Yes, so that, but if you want to learn it and you want me to train you the way I'm training you, please join my class. I will train you on all that. We have the beginners, we have the intermediate, and we have the advanced classes. They are all different courses put together. You will not regret joining my class, so you know. So now let's go ahead. This is the hair we're going to be working with. If you know you want to join, send me a message. I'm going to take it up from there. I'll send you the WhatsApp and then you bring on the group. Then we'll do all the necessary things we have to do. Then you're a student. But for now, these ones are free. You go ahead and learn it. Even with this free one, you can make something out of it. So now let's go ahead and take the next extension. So before you starting your knotless braid, always, if it's your first time to do it, take out extension that you want to use for it. If you're using this medium, you go ahead. Now the rack is there displayed, but then later on, if you click on that rack, you can see the, let me even put the mannequin training here. Okay, I'm going to put the mannequin training here. Everything is there. Everything is there if you want to get it. This one that I'm using, let me just pin it down. I've pinned it down. The mannequin training here I'm doing is very simple. I want to. Okay, that's fine. Just send me a message. The mannequin training here, go ahead and purchase your material, because when you purchase it, it take like 3 to 5 working days to get it up to you. It depends on where the seller is selling it from. But you go ahead, click it. This one there is costing £14. That is absolutely cheap. The other one I showed you that we use for this other hair is £25 something, but it's £14. You can go ahead and get it. So now, before you start the knotless braid, let's go ahead and section the hair. We're not going to go straight into the roots the way we do box braid to do this. No. Now I'm going to go ahead and split this hair. This is the extension I'm going to be using. Then you start, if you're starting your knotless braid, I'm going to be using a method of 2-in-1 techniques to add it. The 2-in-1 meaning that the first 3 extensions are added this way. You can still use the method to complete your knotless braid. The other one, when I flipped my hands, the other method I use in handing it from the angle side, you can still use that method to complete your knotless braid. I still do all those teaching online here. But now let's go ahead and section our extension. You start with the tiny one. Then you place it the way I just placed it. You go for the second one again. The second one should be slightly a little bit bigger than the first one. Then you go ahead and place it there. You take the third one. I'm going to be sectioning this hair into 6. The reason I'm sectioning, you can do 5 if it's up to you. The reason why I'm sectioning it into 6 because I'm using 2 techniques method. We install 3 on one, then we install the other one on the other side. So now I've sectioned it into 6. You can choose to do 4. You can choose to do 5. So this is 6 now, as everybody can see it. Let me turn it for us to see it. This is how you section your knotless braids, starting from the smaller part. So now let's go ahead and install it. Let me move it. Let's go ahead and install this. Thank you for joining, everyone that is joining. Share the videos, like the videos, and thank you so much for everyone that have supporting this live. God bless you. If your hands have been on top of this tapping, making sure that this life, gifting the life, sharing the life, you don't know what you're doing. While I'm here teaching you, you're there doing your own part. You receive the blessing. So now, let's go ahead. This is our knotless braids. You're starting your knotless braid you're starting with your natural hair. Let's say, for instance, you have a very, very thin hair and you still want to do your knotless braid, and you find out that the weight of that hair will not carry other extension when you're adding it up. Please start with a tiny bit of extension from the roots of the hair. But if you know your hair is that hair that is a bit full-bodied hair and you don't need it, just start with your natural hair. And at this point, this is where you can add your shining jam if you want it to look more neat. Yes, optional for those of us that would not itch when they had that product on their hair. So now you go ahead, do what? Go ahead and start braiding this hair. Section this hair into 3, your natural hair, because you're starting with the natural hair. Section it. If you don't know how to braid, put it on the comment section that, Grace, I want you to teach us how to braid. I do those lessons, but I always want to do it once in a while because most people know how to braid. But adding extension is where most people have problem. But for those of us that doesn't know how to braid from the root, thank you so much, GM, for coming. You're welcome. Igbo, my native language. Thank you so much. Malika Madu, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. So now, let's go ahead. I'm picking the first extension. So while you pick this first extension, hello, Picky May Emily, you're welcome. So go ahead and do this. Most people say they find this one difficult because how would they hold it on their hand? You hold it firm like this. You go ahead, open your thumb and index finger from this side. Let's go ahead and do it again. Put it on your thumb, the extension. When you put it on your thumb like this, you take your index, your thumb, put the extension on your index finger. Then you take your thumb and place it there. Create that firmness in it like this. Then you now go ahead. Open your hands. This is my thumb on my left hand, and that's my index finger. Slightly open up the thumb in between. put that first hair there. Well done, ma. Tell me you're welcome. Thank you so much. You put it there. When you put it there, you go ahead and install the first one. When you install the first one, wait. Hold it firmly with your left hand. Grab the other hair. When you grab the next hair, put it on your index finger. This is my index finger. Take your thumb, place it there, make it firm. Go ahead again, place it in between that hand. We are using two methods to install this. You go ahead and install this. You do the second one. The third one is coming. Do the same thing by holding it there. Use your thumb to make it firm like this. Increase it. Then you go ahead. Look at my hand. Look at my hand here. In between this one, you just put it there. Put it there. Then you braid it in. So this one we are doing now is knotless braid. So at this point, I've installed 3 because I'm going to this method I use now. You can use it to install all the 6. Then you flip your hands and start braiding. It will give you the same result. But then I'm using 2 methods. This is one of the techniques to do it. This one. Then I will now flip my hands now. Look at me flipping my hands. Flip my hand to start braiding. While I flip my hands to start braiding, I can now bring this other one. This is another method. With this method, you can still use this method to install your knotless braid. Take it and place it there. Look at it. Place it there. And the way you're going to place it is going to be seamless. You are not going to see that knot in it. For those of us that want to learn how to join extension, when you're running out of extension and you feel like that extension, the hair is no longer enough, you want to join, you can use any of those methods to join it. Especially this one I'm doing, because when you're braiding down, this is the methods that will help you to just join your extension. Add it up. Take the last one. I don't know how to braid. Okay, Stella Chuku, that's fine. Then I'm going to take you, if you're going to be in the class either tomorrow by 12 p.m. or Saturday by 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm going to take you on that training fair. Make sure you're there. If I didn't see you, I'm not going to take it. Stella on Facebook, because you're coming from Facebook, I would always want to honor this because you're typing and I will do it for you. So come on Friday, I'm going to show you the techniques of how you can get into braiding. But if you know you've not purchased your mannequin training head, there on Facebook, I have a link. You just see it on my video. It's pinned down. Go ahead and click on it and get one for yourself. You need it. So now, go ahead and take this one, place it by the side this way. Look at it. Then you go ahead and install it. At this point, we finish installing all our extensions. Then you can now go ahead and start braiding. If you know that the extensions are not covering the natural hair, you go ahead and make it cover. For any braids you're doing, it's going to help your braid look nice, more professional. How are you? My own cooking. Hello, my dear. Thank you so much for joining. I'm absolutely okay. We are doing knotless braid. Today, I decided to come up with knotless braid and box braid. I'm doing 2, but we first of all did the crochet hair. I'm going to show you, but I don't know if you watched it already. The cooking, you are welcome, dear. Thank you so much for joining. And I hope you're learning. You practice. The more you practice, the better you cook. How do you add the hair? Yes. Yeah, that's what we've been doing since. I'm going to show you. Okay, let me just go ahead and show you how to add the hair. Look at now, when you're braiding, I bought the training head. Still, it's not easy. Everything is slippery. Okay, that's fine. You know what you're going to do. Before you start using it, it's going to get matte a little bit. Take your spray bottle. Don't put any oil in it. Don't put any oil in it. Most of them are too. Where is my spray bottle now? Okay. Get a spray bottle. When you get your training mannequin head and you find out that this hair is too slippery, what you're going to do is that get a spray. Don't put any oil in your spray bottle, just the water. Just spray it a little bit. Let that water help it. Not, I didn't say you should bath the hair or wash the hair or shampoo the hair. No, a little bit like this will help it. So when you're holding onto the braid, it's going to match it a bit. Can you see the difference now? See it now. I'm even doing it. Apart from that, even this one has conditioner in it. This one, when you just take it, when that hair is slippery a lot, take your water spray like this. Spray until you start using it constantly. The more you use that hair, before you know it, the hair is going to be matte. When I bought this one This one is so slippery. When we start using it for practice, before you know it, look at it, it start tangling on its own. The more you comb it, the more the slipperiness gets out and it become matte. So, but then if you just buy your training mannequin hair at first, and you're training with the hair and it's slippery, please put a water in this bottle like this. Don't put oil in it. Spray it, slightly spray it. Even that is how you see when you're doing hair that is slippery like this, that's the best way to be able to capture that hair. If you're the type that you do hair that are slippery like this, slick hair, that's the secret to your slick hair. You take a bottle with water, just spray, slightly spray it a bit. It's going to reduce that slipperiness. Then you can install your extension. And this say pour water on the person's hair, slightly spray. So with that what lightly sprayed on, look at it now. Instead of being slippery, it has matted this hair a little bit. It's now easy for you to just, and it puts them all together. So when you're installing the hair, it's going to be easy for you to install this hair. Did we get that? Okay, let me grab one section of extension. Somebody said, how do you add up the hair? Now I've already finished adding my knotless braid here, but then let me just show you how to add up hair. For instance, you're braiding your hair. Let's use this as an example. I hope everybody's seeing it. Let me bring this camera down a bit more for us to have a more visibility, and I'll move this one back. So this is the extension. Let me section it out. You're doing hair, you want to be adding up hair to your hair. You want it very long, but then the extension you've cut is short. You want to add up. Let's add up 2. So now this is the hair I'm braiding. Watch me. I'm braiding this hair already. So when I get to this point, I find out that, okay, I want to add up hair to this hair. I want it more longer. What you have to do, I'm using my thumb and index finger to pin this hair in the middle. Can you see it? So the next step you're going to do, take this one strand that is closer to your index finger. Do this. Place this one at the back like this. Look at it. Take it, put it at the back. Use your middle finger to hold on to it like this. Can you see it? Take this one, hold this hair like 3 in strand, like you use your thumb and index finger to hold it in the middle. Take this one by the side, bring it to the back of your index finger. Take your middle finger, hold on to it. Then now separate this part a little bit. Grab the hair extension that you want to add to it. Bring it to this V point. So when you bring it to this V point, you do this. When you do this, you go ahead and braid in. You see how seamless that braid. Did you even know that I joined hair there? Not noticeable that you joined any hair. I'll do another joining again. Okay, ma. Thank you so much. I don't know. Okay, yes. So now take the next one. Take this one. Bring it back. Use your middle finger to hold on to it. Create that V from the other 2 strands. Take your extension that you're going to be adding on. Put it at that V point here. In between this braid. Look at it. Then you now go ahead and braid. You're not going to notice any joining. Let me braid it, then I'll show you. Look at the 2 points whereby we join. You can never see any joining. Can you see any joining to that braid? No. Put it on the comment section if you can see any joining. I just joined the hair now. Did you find out? Type on the comment section if you can see any joining. No. Okay. That is how you join your hair. And that's an easy method and simple way to just tell you, because most times when you see it on the camera, most videos, they don't talk to you. Mommy Sophie, good evening. No, yes, thank you so much. Most videos, they will do it for those that are smart to catch up. They quickly catch up, but some of them, they will not explain. You'll be thinking, how did they put their hand to do this thing? So this is how you do it. You just use your other hand. Let me do one more again. Let's add up one more again before we start asking questions. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. If you're there gifting, if you're sharing the video, if you're tapping, thank you so much. God bless you. I hope we have learned a lot. But the only secret with doing hair is that you have to practice. Now, look at the hair. I've done my hair and braid to this point. Watch my hands. When you're watching videos while I'm doing live, go ahead and be watching my hands, what I'm doing. So now, I've braided this hair to this point. I want this hair to be more lengthy. Good evening, ma. I would like to learn Ghana weaving. Okay, that's fine. Send me your just send me a message on the bio. Then I will send you the WhatsApp group number. You send me message back. They will start chatting from there. You join the class and I'll teach you all that. So, but it's not free for that. But these ones I'm doing online, they are all free. So now I'm holding this hair. Look at the way I'm holding it. What you're going to do now is that take this one that is here, bring it to the back. Look at it. Take this one, bring it. Let me take this hair away. Bring it to the back. When you bring it to the back, take your middle finger, support it by holding it. Then you now push this one, create that V gap from there. Then you take your new extension you're going to be adding up, place it right there. Do you know what happened? Don't add up hair that is bigger than the size of the extension. Look at what I've done now. I notice that the more I'm coming downwards, my braid is getting thinner. Then I'm going to take a little bit of extension to add it. I'm not going to carry a big extension and put it between there. Let me give you an example of what I'm showing. Let's add up this smaller part first. Then I'll now add up the big one. Then you now see the difference. This is the size of the breast I'm already doing. Place that extension there by adding it up. Look at it. Then you add it up. Braid it. You're not going to see any point of adding up hair. So then when you add it up like this and braid it a little bit down, what you're going to notice, sometimes you can even borrow some hair to make it equal. When you do this, I'm not going to, because of this part, I'm not going to carry extension that is big. Look at it. See the size of this and see how tiny this part is. I'm not going to take this big one and now come and put here. Do you know what it's going to cost? Let me even add it. Then you see. Let's do it and see the difference. You're going to notice that that part is wrong. Take this one, put it at the back, use your hand to hold it. Come to the point. Now, instead of me splitting this hair tiny, and now go ahead and add this big one at the tip of this place. Look at what the result is going to give you. You're going to get automatic knots. Automatic knots, that's what you're going to get. Not manual. Can you see it? See that big one that we added there? You see what? It has spoiled your braids. So when you are adding up hair, you know that when you get to the size of the hair, take extension that is not too big for the size of that place you're adding up. I'm going to take this one off now. Let's go ahead and take the size of the hair. Then you notice the difference. Take this one off now. That big part of it, that big lonesome, take it off. Then I'll now go ahead and grab a smaller part. Look at the tiny one I'm taking now. Can you see the tiny one? Then I'm going to move this chair so that we can be able to see that part. Now you're going to braid it down a little bit. I want to add up this hair. So what I'm going to do, take this one strand here, put it at the back of your index finger. Use your hand here to hold on to it. Create that space here. Can you see how tiny this one is? Then when I take this tiny part and put it in between here to add it, look at it. You will get it. It will just go in straight. Can you see? It will go in. You will not notice any difference. When now notice that this one, we've added this one, you can borrow some hair, give it to this, equate it, and start braiding your hair fully. I'm going to show you that part we just added now compared to the other one that you take a big extension and add it. You now notice that that part will not be seamless. You'll not be even at all. So now look at it. Can everybody see it? There is no way that it is showing you that Grace joined hair into this one. It's smooth and nice. And now we just did knotless braids. The difference between knotless braid and box braid. These two are box braid, these two are knotless braid. Box braid, you start the hair from the root, creating a knot on it by installing it from the root. Knotless braid, you start with your natural hair. Start adding up the extension bit by bit until the hair is fully braided. Look at the sizes. I choose the same medium size. Can you see all my braid? Both the knotless braid and the box braid, they are the same sizes. Very, very important when you're doing hair. The only difference is that the root is different, but the size of the braids are the same. So when you're doing your braids, always make sure that you have the same size of extension taken from the beginning to finish it to the end. The only exemption that you have when you're braiding, most people, when you come to their front line of their hair is already, they've lost some hair in front of their hair. You're not going to take a big strand of hair extension and start adding it. When it comes to that part, you notice that somebody's hair is losing hair in front and you want to braid it. You reduce the extension and put it. Either you use the method of knotless to do it, or you just reduce the extension, do the front. Because if you get a bigger extension with the size you've been using already before and pull that hair, before you know it, you'll be losing the hair in front. Note it. And when you're braiding hair, you find out that the hair in front is too tiny and you cannot pick it. My dear, don't force it though. Because the more you force to hold that hair, the more the person is losing their hair. Braid is a protective style that we braiders do to secure hair, and the hair will grow instead of you losing your hair. So now we have done this part. For those of us that are just joining now, if you know you've missed this class and you think, okay, how can I do it? I'm going to put up this video on YouTube. These 2 hours that we've already used, I'm going to put it up on YouTube, put it on public so that you can go and watch it from the beginning to the end. It's all, put it up on public on TikTok, but on Facebook. But on TikTok, for those of us that have already watched me that want to remind themselves, I'm going to take out all the clips and send it on TikTok for us. So it's balanced. So if you know you've not followed me on all my platforms, it's GraceLawendhair Tutorials. On Facebook is GraceLawendhair Tutorials and Lifestyle. On TikTok is GraceLawendhair Tutorial. As you can see the name on it. Then on YouTube is GraceLawendhair Tutorial. You can never miss anything out. If you miss the class, if you've not started, go and watch it there. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to send invitation for us to just speak for like a few minutes before we call the class today, because my kids are going to school tomorrow. I would like to put them in bed. So when we come in the evenings like this, we'll just do 2 hours. Then we'll just say bye to everyone. And when we come to class again, we'll continue. My time, I don't used to stay more than 2 hours because I still have little kids I send to school. Where is Braiding? Please send me a request. For those of us I'm sending, if you don't want to come up, that's where is my own cooking. I've invited you. Come up. If you have any question, this is the time to give me your question. 1 minute, ma.
Thank you.
1 minute, ma. I'm going to take up. If you didn't get any invitation, go ahead and send me invitation. Then we can talk. Thank you so much, ma. Juliet Oweni, thank you, ma, for joining. Thank you so much. Go ahead, ma. Go ahead, ma. Talk to us, ma.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma.
Thank you. I learned a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma. So now, Juliet, sorry, if Onweni, if I get it, Onweni, yeah, you're welcome to the class. Thank you so much. She said she learned a lot. Is it your first time of joining the class?
I've been watching you, but
but now you're just both to come into the class. Let's give her a chance. Because most people have been watching me on the For You, but they've not been encouraged to come into the class. Please, if you're watching me on the For You and you want to ask questions, this class is very, very free to ask questions. Be bold to come in, please. It will help you to just ask your question instead of guessing or just thinking that, oh, I've known this. No, just come in. Thank you. God bless you for this great tutorial. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Okay, ma, that clap is for you. Then we are going to talk to Onyi Beke. Onyi Beke, please talk to us. Thank you so much, everyone watching me on YouTube. If you have any question, please put it there. On Facebook, ask your questions, ma. Go ahead. Onyi Beke, please talk to us, please. Onyi Beke, is she there?
yes, good evening, ma.
Good evening, ma. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. I love everything you're doing. I'm learning a lot. I'm just joining now.
Wow.
But I love everything you're doing. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. If you know you don't have your mannequin training head, I'll make it easier now by putting it up there. Go ahead and get your training mannequin. Forgive me, YouTube. I'm going to do something about it. Go ahead, ma. Okay. So if you, Onyebeke, have you finished talking? Okay.
Hello.
Have you finished talking? Do you have anything to say or any contribution before we leave?
Only Ghana women. I want you to teach Ghana women.
And that's what I'm saying now. Come to my class now. Come and join me in my class. Then we'll learn all this stuff from there.
Okay.
Send me message. Send me message. Send me message. We'll take it up from there.
Okay. I'll
Yes.
follow you now.
All right. Thank you so much. God bless you for that.
Okay.
Let's give her cheers for that. So now, if you just finish talking, please put your mic off while you are still up. Let's go ahead and talk to CJ's Imperial. Go ahead and talk to us, ma.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, ma.
Yeah, I'm enjoying all your teachings.
Oh, thank you so much, ma.
God bless you.
You're welcome.
So I would like to share what I've been doing, like.
My dear, come on, bring it up, my dear, bring it up.
Actually, someone saw a ponytail.
Yeah.
Attachable ponytail I made. So she said she wanted the same thing.
I'm
trying to turn on my.
Let me sit down. You people permit me to sit down a bit. Let me sit down, please. Oh yeah, go ahead. Show us. I'm going to bring it on the bigger screen now.
So can you see?
No, on your camera. Let me bring you up on the bigger screen. Let's bring her up on the bigger screen. Open. Oh my God. Do you see what I'm saying, people? I'm telling you that if you want to learn, no. This braid, you can be doing crochet hair at home, wig at home, and you selling it. Look at what she has done. I'm telling you that a lot of people have gone through this class. This is what they do. You just choose your part. The free part I've given on this skill is a lot. So go ahead. If you want to learn, do something. If you're free, look at the hair she did now. She's doing her wig now. This, if you want to do a wig cap, you cannot sit down for braid. You can. Let me show other platforms, please. YouTube. This is what she has done. Let's bring it out. Everyone is seeing it. Look at it. She used the net and be doing her braids, crochet print. So you can do as well. When you're learning, learn it. When you see something free like this, learn it. There will come a time, only one session of class, you know how much it is. That time you'll be looking for grace. Look at it. She learned all these things here and she's doing her work. So you can do something for yourself and make money out of it, side hustles. So let me show to the Facebook. Look at it. 1 minute, let me show them before you continue. You see her work, she's been learning here and she's doing her wig. She concentrates on wig. Most people, if you don't want to take clients, you can do your wig. You can do wigs with it. You can do wigs and sell. Learn how to braid, be creative, learn it very well. If you don't want to be taking clients to your house and you prefer wig, put it on your platform and you sell them. You make money out of it with your skill. You just be at your corner and be making money. You know how much you will sell this. You want to share with us, go ahead and do that. Just show them. Thank you so much, my love. The net and everything. No, go ahead and explain to us. We are still hearing you.
Okay, so someone
open the camera. Open the camera.
Okay, so I made the first one and like I've been rocking it for months now. Sometimes I just attach it to my cornrow. You know, people be like, "Oh, it's nice." So I told somebody that this is an attachable ponytail. She didn't believe, and she was like, "Can you make one for me?" I said, "Okay, I'll make one for you." Then she paid. So I've been on this. Can
everybody hear it now? People paid her now to do this. It can still be you. CJ, I want you to try the crocheted one with this one. Try it. You can still sell these ones as well.
Okay.
I want you to do.
What attachment is that?
I'm going to send the video fully. If I didn't do it today, at least by Saturday, you can see the full video. It's expression now. It's expression.
Okay.
So by Friday, you see the full video, how I cut the hair into 3. Then I'm going to show you when you're doing it and you want to sell this one, do the size, be patient and do the size that you can install at the same time so that you won't be pulling it. Let the person brush the hair by themselves. Do you understand?
Okay.
The way I just did it now, I use only one full attachment to do this hair. Now I'm splitting it up. I don't want you to split it up when you're to do yours. Do you know the reason? When you take the extension, let me explain. Let me put this one down. We did this one online here. Let me explain how you're going to do it. And I want to see you do it. Come and show me online. Other people will see what you're doing. You put it on your hair. If 10 people did not ask you how to do it, then you not charge them for it. So let me show you how to do this. I'm going to send the full video. Let's say, for instance, let me give you an extension. Let's do this. Before we quickly close, we have like few minutes. Exactly 8 o'clock. I'm leaving. So I want to put these children to bed. So now this is what I did. This is your bending rollers. Look at it.
Okay.
You get the okay. Let me put my screen to be full screen now, so that everybody can see me. If you want to do this hair, now when I did this one, because I was just in a haste to make sure I meet up with the teachings today, I put up a lot of extensions on my bending rollers. So when it coils, I start splitting it. When you want to do your own, I don't want you to split it. I want you to get your bending rollers in full. For instance, if this one is the size you want to do, take that same size like this. Look at it. Go onto your bending rollers. Look at it. Put it like this. This is a small size. With this size now, when it goes into hot water, I know this is the size I'm using. I'm not going to split this extension. I won't split it. Look at it. I'll just do this. I'll send the full video how I started it from the scratch to finish. You take it like this. Go ahead and coil it to your bending rollers. When you coil it to your bending rollers, you do that. Go to the other end, take the remaining part, coil it. Then you now, when you do all of them like this, you now get a full bowl. When you get your full bowl, look at it. When you get the full bowl of hot water, then you add up a little bit of, take this conditioner, any of the conditioner, because me, I like using Garnier. I'm going to do a video for this Garnier people. Then you now put a little bit in that bowl, spread it around the extension with the bending rollers. Then you now add hot water, boil hot water, pour it all over. Leave it there for some time. So when you leave it there for some time, grab your towel. When you grab your towel like this, place all this hair like this on the towel. Leave it to dry naturally. So when it dries naturally, you get it out. You see this size? When it comes out, all you're going to do is that take it and install the hair. I'm going to send the video. You're not going to get all these fringes because you're going to sell it. So if the owner that buys it wants to create a bulky hairstyle, let them do it by themselves. But because I've splitted this one up a bit, it's as if I just combed it because I was doing. Now let me do the other part of the crochet. The reason why I splitted it, because I took a lot like this. I took a lot like this. Look at it, it's too big. This one, I was just trying to save my time and I go around it, do it a lot. Now, when I now put it in hot water, when it came out, I now start splitting the hair. That is why you see me having all this one. It's not bad. For those of us that want to do it as a business, please don't split it. Take the extension that the required size you want to use for your crochet, use it. When it comes out of the hot water, install it with your crochet pin like that. Don't cut it. So you will see that hair is so matte and nice with the sizes. So when the owner buys it, if they want to make it afro and bulky, let them do it by themselves. So I'm going to send the video. CJ, do it and come here and show us.
Yes, mommy. Mommy, I've done it before. I've done it like for ponytail before. But what I realized was that it became so messy very early. It became with the what's the name? The ultra what we use here in Ghana. It became so messy.
No,
so
but did you split it?
Yeah, I splitted some of them.
That is that part of it. That is what I don't want you to do. When you split
Okay.
it will give it more of the tangleness quickly because of splitting it. Use the same size that you want to do, tiny size like this. When it comes out, you can do it. Don't be in a rush because you're making money. You want to sell it. Don't be in a rush. Mine, because I want to use it for training today, I have to quickly do it yesterday, dry it up to come and show us. So I'm slitting it because I was trying to put a lot of extension on the listing. It is so you now go ahead and do tiny one like this. When it dries, just gradually take it out, use that size and put it on extension. You come and tell me the difference.
Okay, I am.
So now look
Please,
at go ahead, CJ.
Another thing, I want to like inform my people that I sell fresh yogurt. That's another side also. So I sell fresh yogurt as well. Aside the braiding thing I do. Yeah,
Madam,
I sell fresh yogurt.
you're blessed.
Yeah.
You see? And you're highly favored. Money will not run dry from your hands. So for people that are listening, please go ahead. Any skills that you have, please monetize your skill. Now CJ have been learning this hair online, and look at what she's doing. Now people see it, using it. Even if you can do it on your hair, this is what we have done now. You do it on your hair. When people see, they will say, "Oh, did your hair?" You say, "I did it." Oh, then you now charge them. When you collect your money, before you know it, you start doing hair for people. No. So go ahead. When you're learning, when you see me online, learn very, very well. CJ have been here since, so sometimes she shows up, sometimes maybe because you're watching from Ghana. She used to watch from Ghana, right?
Yes, I'm from Ghana.
You see, so now this is her handwork. She's been doing wig now. So if you're the type that don't want clients in your house, you can concentrate on doing wigs. Get the net and just do it and make your money out of it. So now I teach all this braids and everything online here. But if you want to know further, Ghana wave, doing a lot of things, please go ahead, send me a message, and I'm going to send you the WhatsApp group number. You send me, then we'll take it off from there. You join the class. But for now, we concentrate on style of the days and teaching you the techniques of how to get into braids, knotless braid, boohoo braids, and everything. And if you know that you have missed classes, go ahead and follow me on my platforms. You see the videos on full. YouTubers, you guys are enjoying because all this I bring it public. If you miss the class, you still get it public there and watch it fully. What we did today, now you can watch it in full. I just, instead of putting it on private, I put it out. So you just go there and watch it. So thank you so much. If we have any other question, go ahead and ask me the question. If you want to come up, go ahead and come up. If not, I really appreciate everyone that have been to the class today. Share the videos, liking the videos. Normally, I run these classes. Sometimes you just see me. If you follow the account, sometimes you just see me 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. Sometimes you see me appear in the evening like this, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. You get a notification. If you follow it, click on the notification button. You always see me. You will learn. Nobody will pass through this my class that will not gain something if you put your mind in it. I've done it now by bringing up the affiliate account into this one, TikTok. If you want anything, your training mannequin head, I've put it there. Go ahead and purchase it. If you want your crochet pin, it's there. If you want what else? The stand. Everything we require, I'm going to add more. This thing, I'm going to put what is it called? Bending rollers. I'm going to add it there. So when you get into that showcase, you're going to find everything you need for your trainings. Yes. With this one we're doing online, CJ is not here with me. CJ has been watching and she was learning and now she's doing her wig. You can be the same person as well. So thank you so much. If we have any other question, let's go ahead and ask. Well, apart from that, this is me. My name is GraceLawendhair from GraceLawendhair. I really appreciate. I'm not taking anything for granted. The little I know I can share for free. Keep all of us busy, we do it. But if you want to know more, please send me the message on my bio, then we'll take it off from there. Thank you so much, very much. God bless you all. If you're watching me from TikTok, you're blessed. If you're watching me from YouTube, you're blessed. And if you're watching me from Facebook, you're blessed. Most people have been watching me for a long time. They have not had that boldness to come into the class. Thank you so much, Juliet, Mommy Juliet, for coming in today. I really appreciate it. She said she's been watching me for a while, but she's decided to come into the class today. So go ahead. If you're the same person, just pick that courage and come in. Big Chuckles, you're welcome. Sonia Michelle, you're welcome. Sunship Sword, you're welcome. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And Kuro Miguel, you're welcome. GM, everyone is welcome. Thank you, Stella, for showing up today. I really appreciate it. At least you're breaking that barrier. You, Facebook, they don't want to make comments for those. Stella came in today to do that. So always come in. If you have any question, give me that question. I'm going to answer it for you. If you want to go further into braiding skills, send me a message. Then we'll take it up from there. Thank you. And God bless you. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful evening. If there's no other question, we'll meet tomorrow. If not tomorrow, we'll see on Saturday, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Get prepared. Go ahead and buy your training materials. It's there on this my account on TikTok. When you click on the showcase, when you go on my page, you see where they put showcase. Click on that showcase to bring you up to all those material, training mannequin head, what is it called again? Crochet pin. You'll see I'm going to put the bending rollers, the rack, the stand, everything is there. Thank you, and God bless you all. We're going to call it a day today. Bye, everyone from TikTok. Bye. Love you all, and see you in my next class. Thank you so much on YouTube, my YouTube family, your lovely families. I really appreciate you all, for everyone watching, subscribing to the accounts, making us grow. I love you all. Thank you so much. For everyone watching me that I'm not coming to the class to give any comment, pick the courage, and you're blessed. Bye for now, and see you in my next class. Bye, everyone. Bye. Love you. Okay, Facebook, my dear Stella.